history. Our celebration of Black History Month is sponsored by Tabak
Carrie,
Law.
where's Tory, Lowe, and Dr. Ken at? I'm trying to knock these commercials out.
How am I supposed to know, Sherwin?
Well, I'm about to do their parts because my impressions are on point anyway. This is Dr. Ken Harris from Truth in the Afternoon, and I want you to download the Truth app in the Google Play Store and Apple Store so you can never miss my show or any of the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Really, Kyle?
Sherwin, you are crazy.
Sherwin, your impression of me is horrible. Move. Give me my mic. I guess I'll just repeat what Sherwin said. Go to the Google Play Store or Apple Store to download the 1017 The Truth app today so you can take the home of Milwaukee Black Talk with you wherever you are.
Can't listen live? Download the new 1017 The Truth app on your smartphone today to catch up on all your favorite shows. Search 1017 The Truth on your Google Play Store or Apple App Store so you don't miss out on any of the action. You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. Locally owned Good Karma brand station.
White people go crazy.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. Stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe, from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. We ready.
7 Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, and I'm here for the action.
Ain't nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke. You got to turn the music up. There you go.
T-Lo.
Who want the smoke today?
Who want the smoke today?
Salute to my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
Hey, how you doing, Jason Smith?
I'm doing amazing. It's Wednesday.
Hey, how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Hey, thank you for joining me this Wednesday, June 12th, 2024. We got Jason Smith, Truth Nation social media sensation, on the 1 and 2s today.
You already know, T-Lo.
Hey, how you doing, Jason Smith?
Listen, I'm doing amazing. When I got the text that I'm going to be producing T-Lo show, come on now.
Powerful.
I was geeked. I'm like, let's get it.
You know, I'll tell you this. You know, when we talk about multitasking,
man,
you doing some of everything right now.
Man, I do everything up in the business. I can't lie to you. But I'm loving it because I'm learning, man.
I remember when I first met you.
Man.
And you was walking in the hallway, and I was like, one day,
T-Lo,
I saw this. I saw your future.
That conversation you had, I was working just at WTMJ as a part-time news reporter, still in college. I walked out, you pulled me aside. I was ready to go, in all honesty. I was ready to get him out of
No
there.
way.
Right when I got out, but you pulled me aside, and I'm so glad that I stood there for that 45 minutes to an hour that we had.
Exactly.
I
saw it in you.
I needed it.
I saw the greatness in you.
You told me it all, T-Lo, and I'm just living proof of your prophecy.
Hey, look, I mean, this young man was working, you know, and the thing is, we have to make sure that we talk to our youth, you know, talk to the ones that's coming up next, letting them know that we believe in them and pouring into them. You know, many times we didn't get that. I didn't get that. You know, I didn't get it from a lot of the adults around me. You know, they just kind of left me off to the side many times. And there was people that came to North Division High School and they gave powerful speeches like about the youth need to be the future and that, you know, we're next. And then soon as I got to my point where I was willing to be next and take the risk, those same people that came and did those talks in the classroom, they hated on me.
That's crazy.
They hated on me.
I'm not surprised, though.
They was like one of my biggest problems when I started advocating.
Why do you think that is, though?
I don't know. I was shocked. You know, it's my generation turn now. It's our turn. And I took my turn. I'm not waiting. They told me when I was a kid that I was going to be next. Then when I became the next, I got a lot of people that was fighting against me that I seen come to my high school and was talking to us.
Maybe they was afraid that you was going to take their spot. You know
Hey, what
saying?
spot you got, though?
Exactly.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now, ain't no spots. It's just whoever is more equipped to handle the pressure.
Exactly. They saw that in you. You know that envy. You know envy is real, bro.
Envy is real.
Envy is real.
That's their problem. It ain't mine.
Yeah, it's nothing you can do about that. You can just do what you do.
Look, I don't even worry about none of that because that ain't my problem.
Yeah.
That's more like a whoever problem it is. If this is what you got to do, you got to do the self-healing to get rid of that. But you got to move out my way at the same time. So however that look.
I feel like
however that look. And I'm proud of the young people that I meet, Jason Smith included, Benjamin, Juice, you know, all of these young black personalities that's on the truth, they're going to be the next. You know, their generation is coming, and in about 10 years, Jason Smith, Benjamin, they're going to be running things when it comes to the media around the state of Wisconsin if they stick to it. If they stick to it, you got to stick to it and
consistency.
And since I'm in my space now, I can see the journey, and it ain't easy. It's going to be days where you ain't going to want to do it. It's going to be times where you ain't going to want to show up. It's going to be times where you feel like you're not appreciated, but that comes with the journey. All of that comes with the journey. The good, celebrate the good, learn from the bad, and understand that when you on your mission, when you on your purpose, you gotta have that spiritual understanding that, yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, what?
I shall fear no evil.
Hey, for what?
For God is the kingdom, the power.
Hey,
I grew up in the church,
I know. That's what I'm saying. So you got the base. You got to be powerful. I'm trying to tell you, powerful right now.
Thank you, T-Lo. Listen, dude, I'm just soaking it all in. That's why I'm happy when I get to produce other people's shows besides Dr. Ken, because I get to practice. I mean, I get to study from the greats like T-Lo, like T. Smith, who just walked in.
I'm going to tell you this. It's amazing that when we talk about the truth, when we talk about Milwaukee Black Talk, and we went to the White House, you know, in the middle of the discussions about what the administration is doing for the black community and what have they done, and we were able to ask tough questions and things like that. That's powerful to me because now we're being recognized across the United States on a high level of discussion when it comes to the black community. And that, to me, is just a testament to what we're doing right here on The Truth. Joining me in the studio is Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith in the building. It's okay. Jason Smith gonna get you. He gonna get you right.
I'm here now. Mike's here. What's going on, brother? Welcome back.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How was the White House, sir?
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
The White House.
It was all good. I mean, I think that it was a powerful experience. I couldn't do nothing.
Oh, really?
We got there in the evening, so we went to eat.
Yeah.
And then we did a little sightseeing. We went and walked
some
around.
Of the museums?
No, we couldn't get to those things because it was late. We got there late.
Yeah.
Then that next day we had to be at the White House.
Right.
Then I was so mentally drained after that I was trying to get all the rest I could.
Oh, man, y'all should have built in an extra day.
If I could, I wish we could have built in an extra day.
Got a lot of stuff there to see.
So and I've been to Washington a couple times. I've been to some of the sites and things like that. But it was mostly us there to. We were on a mission to handle what was ahead of us, and that was the Juneteenth media briefing on the black community. So the questions we asked, and salute once again to Cherie Harris, to Danielle, to Kyle Wallace, for actually being that group in the room that was asking the real questions, the pressing questions.
Ooh, give me some of the tea. Spill some of the tea.
Well, you know, we talked. They went through different categories. You know, like housing, economics.
So how was it set up? How was it? Yeah, just a Q&A?
Well, it was just a Q&A.
Just y'all?
Well, you know, it was a lot of black media from across the region.
Okay.
I found out later that the black media that was invited to this gathering for the Juneteenth media briefing in the black community, they were black radios from the swing states. We were all from swing states.
I got you.
So I thought, but I didn't know that until after the end when we all started talking and exchanging numbers.
A little political play.
Next thing I said, "You from where?" Arizona.
Yeah.
Like and next thing you know, the other person was from.
They got Black Station in Arizona.
Yeah, they got but it's not like ours.
Oh, okay.
We're the only one rare black talk that is original with no syndication. That all of our shows are original and we're all different.
I got you.
In our language and the way we believe, but we all concentrate on trying to benefit the black community.
Right.
Which shows that we're just not one thought. Everybody think we're all the same.
I'm in Arizona a lot. I don't hear any black talk over there.
Hey, they was there.
All right.
There was a lady.
I got to get those calls.
But they was on the radio. That like the people from Arizona, they didn't do talk. They did music.
Okay. So you just got. Okay. I see what you're saying.
So
they have
you heard
shows,
them, but they wasn't
just
talk
in between music.
They was playing rap music or whatever R&B.
Yep, I got you.
So it was them.
Different format.
Yeah.
Right.
So I understood that the truth may be original in its making.
Right.
That with the variety of shows we have, we got people, personalities that we all don't have the same ideas because the black community is not monolithic. It's more things going on, different personalities, different ideas, different beliefs, but you can hear it all right here on The Truth.
Right. Yeah, no, I got you. That's good. So what how do you think it was? Do you think you got some good information? You got some good
I think
answers to some questions that you had?
We got the political response.
Oh, you got Of course. I mean, of course you're going to get that.
Yeah, but we did the tough questions where at some points they were saying, "Oh, we're going to get somebody to talk to you later and try to, get you that information."
We ain't got that answer.
Yeah, right. So
gotta get back to you. Hold on.
This ain't on the script. So,
hang on, let me get back to you.
Right, we got to get back to you on that. I don't want to misstep. I don't want to misstep on this one.
Don't want to misspeak because everything's being quoted right now.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. But the fact that The Truth was there, the fact that I was even there, because I felt like there were ideas on this station that fits the agenda of, the Joe Biden administration.
Right.
And I'm neutral. I'm an independent. So for me to be there in the independent format was powerful to me, for all the independents that are out here looking at both sides, asking questions, tough questions to both sides.
Like both of y'all tripping right now.
Right. So I got a Q&A coming up with the Republicans on June 26th.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that this is where we have to evolve to. We gotta stand in the rooms and talk. We gotta stand in the rooms, ask the tough questions. We gotta make sure that we're not being marketed our thoughts. And I think for a long time, we rely on the media or we rely on certain talking heads to give us the information.
Give us our narrative.
But then all of a sudden, when years go by and you find out the true meaning of how they were operating, they were actually trying to promote a certain idea for you to believe.
Right, and we see it on social media all the time. People just spitting out the narrative that they got from their source.
Right.
But like you say, their source is trying to lead you in a certain direction, trying to give you a certain narrative to put out there. And as you say, they got their sheep that are out there. Oh, I saw this. They're taking it verbatim, putting it on their social media.
Yep.
Spreading the same message out. So, like you say, I'm with you. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I would be, if I had to label myself, which I don't like to do anyway, I would have to be independent.
Right.
Because I ain't on either one of their sides. But there's some good stuff over there, some good stuff over here. I mean,
right.
I don't like all of everything that none of y'all are saying.
You never. It's people that
nobody does.
It's some friends you got. You don't like everything they talking about.
Correct. And I'm not just gonna hop on one side. Just because they say a couple things that are cool. So
I agree.
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like when we talk about our community, there's so much mismanagement that is coming to the forefront. The mismanagement of dollars, the mismanagement of educational funds that's supposed to go to the kids, But we're trying to figure out if it's going to the kids.
Yeah,
and then you got SDC, which is the largest organization on the north side that's shut down right now because of mismanagement. And what I hear is it's a lot of money coming in for these ideas. But is there any checkpoints for people that are mismanaging the money? I mean, these are dollars coming
They're
from the
supposed to be.
federal. These are dollars coming from the state. These are our tax dollars. When you play with those dollars, there should be immediate
They're supposed
charges,
to be.
criminal charges applied immediately.
There's supposed to be checks to see if you're getting federal money, because I used to be on the board of a couple of these nonprofits, and they're getting federal grants. Like, you're supposed to be executing that mission, right?
Right.
And if you ain't executing that mission and it's not effective, then you ain't getting those dollars no more.
And
That's
not
how it's
only that, there should be criminal charges. Because
if you're doing something
look, nonprofit dollars, taxpayers' dollars, this is not an LLC where you starting a business.
Correct.
If you were going to play around with the money, then you should have started a business and try to do it that way.
Right.
But when you get in front of people and say, I'm going to help the community, when you get this mission statement and say you're going to help the community, but you're taking the dollars and enriching yourself and not doing truly what you
purpose.
were told.
Correct.
Yeah. So I believe you should immediately go to jail.
Yeah, that's a different thing. I'm talking about if you're trying to do a mission and you're just not doing it, and it's not malicious, it's not like what you're talking about. Yeah, that's one thing. Like, yeah, if you getting in the game to scam the system,
right?
All right, yeah. I mean, there's no need. You need to be held accountable for that. There's no question. But there's some cases where we thought we could get this done with this program, and this program didn't pan out like we thought it was going to be. So, okay, we're just going to scrap it.
I wish I could do that when I'm on the air. Like, when we talking on the air, that we can screw up and say, oh, I thought this was the right thing to say, but then the FCC come and they say you violated all the rules. All I'm saying is I can't take no excuses from these people. Like, if you're in this position and you wrote this up, you should have had a well thought out idea. Now, what you just said is good for business. Like, if you started a company, well, I thought this sandwich was going to be the best sandwich, and nobody's eating it. Okay, let's go back to the lab and figure out how to make everybody like this product.
Yeah.
When you're talking about community, and you say, okay, I'm finna get in this position, get these dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, it ain't no oops, because thousands of lives are affected at that point.
The problem with that, though, is to get those dollars, you got to write up this whole thing.
And that's what they do.
Right.
And it sounds slick.
And it spells out their plan. And the people who give them the money approves that plan. They believe that plan.
Right. But the thing is,
crazy part.
When you miss, or let's say they don't get the numbers that they thought they were going to get.
Right.
But the dollars went to the efforts the right way.
Right.
And it just didn't work.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm with that.
You tried to do the right thing. It just didn't work.
But then that don't mean you should try, blow some more money.
Correct. No, you don't keep going through it.
Now, but I don't believe you should go to jail for that.
No, right.
I believe you should go to jail for the financial mishandling.
If you know what you're doing. You're trying to skim off the top here. I'm doing these programs, but I'm, I got my boys doing that program, so I get to pay his company. Like, yeah, nah.
And that's what's going on.
Right.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. We in the building with Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It started with a prediction.
Gonna go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know, what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Literally one call, that's all.
I made one call and that's all, worry-free.
One call, that's all. It worked.
Just one call and that's all.
They will do what they say they're gonna do. One call and that's all.
One call, that's all means security.
It's literally one call, that's all.
It's a phrase we'll never forget. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
Garage doors giving you headaches? Best way I know how to deal with it is to call my friends at Geis. Family owned since 1955, Geis is the trusted authority on garage doors and openers in southeastern Wisconsin. Trust me, I use them too. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to match your exact needs. For fast, reliable garage repair solutions, go to GeisDoors.com or call 262-784-4250. GeisDoors.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, 1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Jason Smith in the building.
Coming with
on the
the
one and
MJ.
two.
On the ones and twos, man.
DJ Brother Z out on assignment.
Shout out DJ Brother Z.
Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith joining me.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Tony Smith, we got some issues down with the housing in Milwaukee. Now,
not a shocker.
Willie Hines, I had some run-ins with this man when it comes to me advocating for the elders and some of these housing issues. They had bed bugs, infestation, and things like that. So I had some run-ins with Willie Hines, and I'm going to play at 2 o'clock. I'm going to play some audio from 2018.
Oh, wow.
2018, where I was saying what they saying right now. 2018.
What?
All right, so I'm going to tell you.
I want to see it right now.
Well, you know, I got to, DJ Brother Z is on assignment, so Jason Smith, I got to get him worked up because this show moves pretty fast.
Willie Hines, that's my guy.
Oh, no.
From back in the day. Yeah.
Hey, all right, well, we going to say.
From hooping. I'm from hooping.
Okay, was he a good hooper?
He was all right. Some of the Hines brothers could hoop.
Okay, well.
I don't know anything about the political.
Dramatic changes. New leaders needed at Milwaukee Housing Authority, says Alderman Jose Perez, who's the Common Council president. He's calling for dramatic changes at the troubled Milwaukee Housing Authority, including the replacement of its top leadership. In a statement made by Perez, slamming the Housing Authority for ongoing problems and lack of transparency, this is what he had to say. With no plan put forth, continued harm done to some of our most valuable residents, and an agency that appears to lack checks and balances, I'm calling for dramatic changes at the Housing the housing authority of the city of Milwaukee, including but not limited to new board appointments and senior level management. So he's basically calling for the firing of Willie Hines. And I'm an eyewitness to his work.
What's his official position?
He's running the housing. He's the highest paid person over there. I think over $250,000
at the housing.
Yeah, he's making a lot of money over one of the worst housing ideas in the country.
In the country?
Yeah. Bad.
What's the metrics on that? Like
you have to do your research. I'm measuring it by what's been in the news, the fraud allegations, the mismanagement, what we were just talking about before we went to break.
Yeah.
And the conditions. These seniors are living in horrible conditions. And I've seen it, I witnessed it. I'm not telling you something I don't need no metrics. I went in there and filmed it. Like I got film of bed bugs crawling on a man's back.
Ooh.
I got film of him sleeping in an infested unit that was all these residents was coming together trying to fight against it, trying to get the infestation taken care of. I put a meeting together.
And we're talking about city-run places, right?
Yeah, this is
private.
the city. This is the city right now. The slumlord city idea.
Right.
Okay, Willie Hines is a part of one of the biggest.
You want me to talk to him?
Slumlord ideas when it comes to the city. You can talk to him.
I can holler at him.
You can holler at him after you get fired too, and try to get him somewhere. Try to see if he can recover from it. Because at the end of the day, these the elders in our community.
Right.
And I'm not. When it comes to our elders, we're next. Like if they're living like this right now, these are the rooms and the units that's waiting for us. This is where your future gonna be if you need housing.
I'm going private.
Not everybody played in the NBA, Tony. Not everybody got the medical benefits of being in the NBA.
Right.
Okay, but what I'm saying is this is now the time of reckoning, and all of these people making all this money and disaster ideas that are affecting the public, they got to come to the carpet. They got to come to the front of the congregation.
So at the end of the day, is it just is it bad managing or is it lack of money?
It's incompetent. These people should have never. These people should have never.
So you think they got
been over these things?
You think they have enough funding if it was competent management?
Look, Milwaukee we're not a million population,
right?
So if millions and millions of dollars are coming in, that's enough to help what's going on in the city of Milwaukee. It ain't like New York. This ain't Chicago, 4 million, 16 million, or whatever, however many. Right. If you look at the population side, we ain't having that 600,000.
Right. No, I get it.
And then reduce that to the people that actually need the aid. Right. That's even a smaller portion. So if you're getting these big dollars coming in, and if you're able to manage and you have the wisdom and understanding how to manage these dollars, then it should work. It should work out.
Should work. That was my question. Like, is it an ideal thing or is it a funding thing? So you sound like it's an ideal thing.
It's mismanagement. It's all mismanagement, and it's all people who are not competent enough for that position. Now, they may be competent for something else, like to play basketball.
But not that one. Yeah.
It may do something else, but not that, because we need people who strategically understand how to move those dollars to the benefit of those residents, and they deserve that. These older elders in our community deserve to have a space where they can rest in their latter years. They deserve that. And we do too when we get there. So if these are what's waiting on us, or the majority of us that's listening to this show, that maybe one day we may age out of renting or age out of paying mortgages and go into these city-owned spaces that are supposed to inhabit those that are, older and, disability and things like that. If this is where we're headed, it's a nightmare.
Right. So now let me ask you this question. The mismanagement, like we were talking about before, is it purposeful mismanagement where there's something shaky going on, or is it just you don't know what you're doing management?
I don't know. I'll tell you this. I just know when you create victims, we got a problem. Like when you start creating victims, That's when I have to, especially when you're taking taxpayers' dollars.
Right, and that's why I'm saying I'm wondering, is this like, because we know how politics are. No matter what area you are in, there's always a danger of someone being bought. Right. So, are you doing certain things that you probably know aren't the best for that situation, just because you're in bed with somebody else? They're greasing your pocket. They're doing XYZ for you. And you're going to help them out by doing a certain thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, look, and then you place people somewhere. Like, sometimes they get this network of buddy.
Correct.
And then all of a sudden they say, okay, I'm finna get out of this space. What you got for me?
Correct. Now,
then they be
that's
like,
what I'm talking about.
Well, this housing thing coming up, do he'd be like, well, I own a house. They say, okay,
I used to live in a house.
That's qualified. That makes you qualified. Like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what they go by.
Like, what is that's what I'm saying. Is it purposeful, or is it just you don't know what you're doing?
No, it's because it's been going on for a long time. They have these silos, and everybody knows, that's involved in these silos. They do city government. They do something in city government. They'll serve certain agendas, and then on the back end, they get these jobs ducked off in places that they have no clue how to really work it. But hey, I already got credentials as an elected official or something in a high position,
yep.
So nobody's going to question the move. So hey, we got this person, that's going to be representing this field, and since they were popular in certain spaces, political spaces, they'll move them there as a retirement or like a golden parachute type idea.
Right. Yeah, man, it's crazy the elders getting treated bad.
I don't like it because
I'm close to an elder.
Right. And I'm gonna say this, that if this is where I'm finna go, like in one of these city units with the issues that's going on right now, we need change today. We need to get this rectified for the elders that are currently there and the future elders that are going to be there.
That's me, but not me. I'm going to be in a private facility.
Hey.
Eating my Jell-O. Watching my stories.
Hey. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have a pop culture report with Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith.
So you want to play some chess?
Hey, we playing chess right now. We got the school board. We got
Tory playing some chess.
We got the housing. Hey, that's chess in real life.
All right.
Juve Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Disability Rights Wisconsin's Medicare Part D helpline is here to help disabled elderly Medicare beneficiaries with questions about their Part D prescription benefit. The Part D helpline may be able to help you save money on your Part D premium, deductible, and copays. For free, unbiased assistance, please call the Disability Rights Wisconsin Medicare Part D helpline any time of the year at 1-800-926-4862. That's 1-800-926-4862.
When you join Educators Credit Union, you're not just another number or just another customer. You're a member owner. As a member owner, you can expect a team of people by your side helping you make informed financial decisions. Educators Credit Union is open to anyone who lives or works in southeastern Wisconsin, no matter your career. Learn more at ECU.com. That's ECU.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Sherwin Hughes with his truth.
I think you're spoiled. You have too many choices. We sometimes forget that having choice is a luxury. I can remember when I was a little kid, I either ate what my mother cooked for dinner or I starved. I didn't have the luxury of choice. Now we can choose anything and everything. We can choose which apps we want to be a part of. We can go and pick a new mate. We can decide what food we want to order. We have an unlimited amount of choice, and I think that we forget that choice is a luxury. You are either a winner or you're a loser. You're either going up or you're going down. You're either free or a slave. You are either woke or you are asleep. Those are called binary choices, and it's tough for people to understand just having two choices in a world that inundates us with unlimited choice. I know you don't like the candidates that are on your ballot come November. Guess what? They probably don't like you either. But you only have a binary choice. You either want this country to excel and succeed and explore new industries and be honest and fair about racial inequity. You either believe in climate change or you don't. You believe in democracy or you don't. You want a country that will do whatever it can to help people, all people, regardless of gender identity, regardless of national origin, or you want to take the low road and vote for the person that only wants to help himself with no regard for anyone else. Choice is a luxury. Unfortunately, too many of us forget that it's a luxury. Binary choice is all you have in November. I hope you choose wisely.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Jason Smith on the 1 and 2s, DJ Brother Z out on assignment. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. What's happening in?
Nada. Just out here. I'm just out here.
Tony Smith, Juneteenth Day is coming up.
Yeah.
Juneteenth Day. Black Independence Day.
I'm more concerned about my birthday right now. Sorry, to be honest.
Wait. You're not concerned about Juneteenth Day. You more concerned
I'm
about
more
your
concerned
birthday.
about my birthday. I'm concerned about Juneteenth, but more about my birthday.
Okay. Because that sounded like a real cliff right there.
No, I said I'm more concerned.
Like you fell off the cliff like Wile E. Coyote like for a second.
I'm getting old, man. I don't know how many birthdays I got left.
Hey, all I'm saying is Juneteenth. When is your birthday, first of all, before we get
Friday, June 14th.
Oh, that's what's up. Birthday coming up. Any plans?
Me and your boy Trump.
That's what's up. You going to hang out?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm about to take a 10-day vacation.
10 days?
Yes.
Where you going
some
on?
Golf.
I'm
not going to disclose my locations.
Okay.
I'm going to multiple locations, but I'm gone for 10 days.
That's what's up.
Getting some golf in.
That sounds relaxing.
Relaxation, yes. I'll be out. I have my feet in the waters.
And you be around the celebrities. You gonna be around Tiger Woods?
No, I ain't be around no celebs. I'm gonna be around nobody.
Oh, you said you gonna be around Tiger Hood.
Tiger no good.
Hey, well, damn. I'm hoping that you have a beautiful, blessed birthday.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And I'm hoping that
y'all give me a shout out Friday.
That is powerful. But we got Juneteenth coming up. And I'm going to say that I was disappointed that we don't have a firework display for the Independence Day. Oh. But then I looked up and saw that now for the 4th of July, they're not going to have a firework display. And right when I started talking that we wanted to have a firework display for Juneteenth, they can't find no money for the Big Bang on Independence Day on the 4th. So they said, okay, well, we're not going to give Juneteenth no fireworks, but now, okay, to even that out, it ain't going to be no fireworks for nobody.
Oh, wow.
Only at the parks.
Haters.
Only at the parks.
Bro, I grew up going there. I went there every year growing up, dude.
Going to the Big Bang. Yeah. Celebrating. Do you think now that July 4th is your Independence Day, Jason Smith?
Well, I don't know. That's not really our Independence Day.
Right. I'm just saying.
He said not ours.
You know, my grandma tricked me. She said that because my birthday is on the 5th of July. And so the fireworks would go off and grandma would say they was doing that for me. Okay. It was for my birthday.
Did you believe it?
Yeah, I was a kid.
You bought it as a little kid. Okay.
Yeah, I was a kid. I was just wondering.
Santa Claus.
I was wondering if they was doing all of this, why I couldn't get no food for free.
Okay.
So I started realizing that maybe Grandma told me something to make me feel better on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So she said the fireworks was for me. And I said a couple years ago that I wanted fireworks for Juneteenth Day on the show.
Yeah.
Now it's 2024 and nobody ain't getting no fireworks.
I'm not a big fan of fireworks anyway.
Maybe if we can put some money together, get all the black businesses together, all the people that's willing to put together a firework display for Juneteenth.
Oh, I'm sure they could do it if they wanted to.
If they wanted to.
They could figure it out.
But I'm hoping.
Plenty of people.
Because now we just starting to get the recognition of a federal idea for Juneteenth. And this is the 53rd Juneteenth parade, Juneteenth festivities. Milwaukee has the longest Juneteenth celebration in the country.
The longest?
The longest, the strongest.
Oh, wow. I did not
This is what
know
we
that.
do. This is how we get down. Are you planning on coming to Juneteenth, Tony Smith?
I won't be in town.
Okay. You're going to be on that golf course.
I'll still be gone.
You're going to be in the golf cart riding around.
I'm going to be on the golf cart. Be all over the place.
Well, moving on.
Are you going?
Of course. I'm in the parade.
Oh, you in the parade too?
I'm broadcasting live. Man,
Are you wearing a costume in the parade? Or
my costume is Tory Lowe.
Tory Lowe.
Yeah, I just go as Tory Lowe. I just go up there. We walking down the street. One year I had all the victims of violence march in the parade.
Okay.
Then one year I had all the victims of police brutality march in the parade. I mean, when I come to the parade, I'm bringing families. I'm bringing people that's advocacy.
And what's the theme this year? Is there a theme?
Well, this year the theme is to expose the people that are mismanaging the funds. This is the frequency. And I blame Cat Williams for this because Cat Williams had that interview with Shay Shay.
Yep.
And he said that this was the year for the corruption to be exposed.
Right.
And this is what's happening.
So now you're exposing it.
Everybody is exposed. We got whistleblowers coming out. We got people who have been sitting around watching a lot of things coming out, giving testimonies now across the country now. This is not just in Milwaukee. This is the year for people to try to get things back on track. Like, all we want to do is get the mismanagement and the neglect out the way. Yeah. Because now the elders are suffering with the housing. That's the elders. Then look at NPS. That's the young people.
Yeah.
Then the SDC is us right now, our generation right now. All the facets of our community is on fire, and we're trying to figure out how to right the ship.
Oh, I hear you. I'm sorry I'm gonna miss you.
Hey, that's okay. It's okay, Tony.
Get a pass this time.
When was the last time you went to Juneteenth?
I don't think I ever have.
What? Never?
I don't think I ever have.
Well, look,
I avoid
what?
I avoid Summerfest and all the festivals.
Uh-huh.
I used to go out of town purposely because at one point I lived right by Summerfest down on Jefferson.
And you didn't want to get involved in all the traffic.
Because if you're not going to Summerfest, you're somewhere else and you try to come home, they got the streets blocked off.
Well,
you can't even get home.
Juneteenth is in the hood.
I get
so
it.
You
I'm
ain't
saying,
even near the hood.
During all the festival time, I usually leave town.
You could have came in and got a slab of ribs, a turkey leg.
I don't need ribs.
You could have grabbed the turkey leg.
I need none of that meat, Tory.
You could have came and did the stanky leg.
Ooh.
You could have got in the parade.
My stanky leg ain't up to par right now.
Hold on. You a powerful figure when it comes to Wisconsin sports and all of that. So you could have gave inspiration to the young people that wanted to do what you did to get to the NBA. You could have got the car.
True. I did it another way.
You could have brought the car.
Not at.
Get the old school with the top let back.
With the top let
back. Get the top let back and ride through the parade, and you could have bounced. Next year we gonna get you in the parade. I want to get an old school. I want to get the old school with the little.
If I'm rolling with you, I'm going.
Right. We rolling next year. We gonna miss this year, but next year we gonna rent a drop top Chevy.
Oh, nice.
We gonna roll through and just be sitting there waving at everybody.
All right, good. I'm in.
The city,
Get it set up.
The kids need
Get my
to
pageant wave ready.
let everybody know somebody that made it to the NBA from the hood. Multiple people did it out of Milwaukee.
Right. Oh, yeah.
But what I'm saying is they need to be in the parade for the kids to see it, because sometimes they don't get to see a lot of that, or they don't get to attend a lot of the programs that's out there.
All right, we'll try to gather them up.
That's powerful.
Trying to gather them up, getting the Chevy with Tory.
Hey, look, we gonna throw the candy.
Hey, as long as I ain't got to walk.
You got to throw the candy out there. I think that you can't throw the candy out no more.
What?
Now you
got to see. We gonna see if we can or not. 'Cause I know we did last year, but we still.
I thought that you got to hand it to him or something.
No, someone took an eye out with some candy.
I don't know. I mean, Jason Smith would have a little bit more information on that.
Yeah, they was basically just saying what you were just saying. Like, they was throwing it out, safety hazards, supposedly.
They've been throwing the candy out for years, and nobody ain't went to the hospital yet.
Man, you know, it only takes one person to ruin it for everybody.
Now, they probably lost the teeth from eating all the sugar.
Right. Somebody threw candy out.
But ain't nobody got injured where the eye got put out yet.
Oh, I'm an eye. I'm suing. They're throwing candy.
Oh, wow.
It's candy, bro.
Man, get out of here.
Here we go.
All it takes one.
And I'm gonna tell you,
person to mess up
I'm gonna tell you, that's the part where the kids got to get up early in the morning. You know how they get them out there? They gonna throw the candy out there. I'm getting up. The kid be up waiting at 5 o'clock in the morning because they know they finna get that candy. They know they finna get some treats. So, hey, look, when we come back, I want to talk about Caitlin Clark. Your girl Caitlin, you like Caitlin.
Snubbed. I do like Caitlin, yeah.
She snubbed out of the Olympics.
Snubbed out of the Olympics.
We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. We are excited to be back celebrating the 53rd annual Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee. Make sure you join us Wednesday, June 19th, as we broadcast live from the Juneteenth celebration from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Stop by our table to play games, win Truth swag, and say what's up to your favorite Truth teammates. The 1017 The Truth celebration of Juneteenth is presented by our founding partners, American Family Insurance, Gruber Law Offices, Associated Bank, and is sponsored by Tayback Law, Molson Coors, and Educators Credit Union.
It's 1017 The Truth, Sherwin Hughes. You've heard me talk about the importance of home ownership and the generational wealth it can build. I understand the thought of going through the home buying process can be daunting, but my friends at Axe Housing have been helping people from Milwaukee turn their dreams of home ownership into reality for years. They have home buying coaches who will walk with you every step of the way, from getting your finances in order to getting pre-approved for a loan, searching for your home, and closing on it. They even have a great partnership with BMO Harris Bank, who offers a down payment assistance program where you can receive up to $16,000 toward home down payments. In addition, BMO has a community and home ownership advancement team who is passionate about serving the people of Milwaukee and have many resources for you to use, from their credit builder loan to their community home improvement loan. Let Axe Housing and BMO Harris Bank be your one-stop shop for home ownership. Come and start your home ownership journey Saturday, June 15th from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. at North Division High School for Axe Housing's free home buying seminar. Visit axehousing.org today to register.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At We Energies,
Because we're committed to building a bright, sustainable energy future. We're investing in clean energy projects like solar, wind, and battery storage. As a leader in the decarbonization effort, our goal is to achieve net zero carbon emissions from our generation fleet by 2050. It's part of our plan to provide the affordable, reliable, and clean energy you depend on. Learn more at weenergies.com. We Energies. People you can trust, energy you can depend on. This message was paid for by the stockholders of WEC Energy Group.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
There is superstition. Let us about to fall. 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. Good things in your past. When you believe in things that you don't understand and you suffer. Superstition is the way.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show.
Yeah.
Jason Smith.
Wow.
In the building on the 1 and 2s. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Marquette
on the wall.
Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Tony Smith, Caitlin Clark.
Back in the news.
Is back in the news. She did not
she
make
leave the news cycle.
Well, in a negative way.
She did.
It's been negative. Most of the headlines about her getting roughed up by the players.
Getting roughed up.
Her not making the U.S. women's basketball team.
Right.
What's going on here?
Tory, first of all, let's forget about women's game. Talk about the men's game. Let's talk about they also have a team. Back in the day, you remember Isaiah Thomas left off the USA basketball team. One of the best players in the league, no question. Still off the team, right? Every year, All-Star. What's the headline? Who got snubbed? Who got left off the All-Star team?
She's not ready for the U.S.
She's not ready. She got zero experience,
right?
And she's not better than any of the girls on the team. So I don't understand what justification that people would have putting her on the team. But the problem is people are confusing star power, which she certainly has,
right?
Probably more than
the
anybody.
Viewership probably would have been through the roof.
Right, she has that, but that's what the WNBA is about, because they need sponsors. They need that viewership. USA Basketball doesn't need that. They need gold medals.
Right.
So that's what they're focused on, gold medals. We ain't worried about hype. We ain't worried about attention. We're not worried about clicks. We're worried about winning the gold, because at the end of the day, they're going to be judged by what they win. They're going to be judged by how popular they were. So you put Caitlin on a team, right? You get all the views in the world. The whole world is watching.
Just like they did when she was trying to go for the chip.
You got 70 billion views, and you don't win gold.
But I said,
and you don't win gold. I don't do you no good.
Well, she got invited to the White House and didn't win the college championship.
Right, but I'm saying
so they're bending the rules for her.
Right, I'm saying USA Basketball is not bending the rules. They understand what I just said. We can get more views than there are people on the planet.
Right,
but if we don't win gold, it don't mean jack. And as a matter of fact, it's an L for us. That's it. And
it's embarrassing if they don't.
They've won 7 golds in a row. They're not about to not win another one just to get Caitlin Clark on the team, because this new fan base, who's not really a fan, they don't know anything about it. They're just excited by this fake hype, right? They're excited by that. We're going to let that take us off of our mission, which is to win gold medal. Like I said, she's not even better than anybody on the team. They have a player just like her in Sabrina Ionescu. She had to shoot out with Steph Curry,
right?
The 3-point shootout. That's Caitlin Clark, basically. So
she 2.0 version of that.
I mean, it's the same thing, right? So you can't have. First of all, you're not gonna have 2 of the same.
She doesn't have the excitement of Caitlin Clark.
No, because she didn't break all the scoring records.
Right.
But that's the only reason. But she can probably shoot it just as good, if not better, than Caitlin Clark. But again, the hype is not around her, and a lot of people want to bring a lot of different factors into this this discussion, Tory, but it's simply what it is.
I'm Team Angel Reese anyway.
Yeah, and Andrew Reese is not that good.
She's not going to go to the Olympics either, but
no,
I think she's going to have a more successful career.
Yeah, and I don't know about
I think
that.
she, in the long run, she's going to have a more successful
Here's going to be the problem with Angel Reese. Angel Reese is not a big-time scorer.
She's not, but she does other things.
Yeah, but
defense.
Hold on.
Rebounding.
Tory, come on now. This is where you can't like. Don't go off the rails
so is it all about scoring?
You know it is. Though.
I'm talking about when it comes to ticket sales.
Name one megastar that wasn't a scorer.
Dennis Rodman.
He wasn't a megastar.
Yes, he was.
No,
he come on now, stop.
Dennis Rodman was not a megastar.
Dennis Rodman
was Dennis Rodman on Team USA?
I don't think so. But what I'm saying is Dennis Rodman was the first player to make rebounding and doing all the dirty work important. So now every team...
All that is true. He's not a megastar.
He even invented a role. Now every team has a Dennis Rodman-type workhorse-like player.
Hey.
Because they've realized
guess what that
the
equals?
little stuff...
Not a megastar.
It equals championships.
But we're not talking about championships.
Okay,
what are we just talking about? We're talking about megastars.
Megastars mean endorsements.
He's not a megastar.
Okay, so are you saying megastars... include endorsements? Because Angel Reese got the highest endorsements.
Megastars include everything, but guess what they include? Like, you're the face of the league. You're on Team USA for sure. You're first team All-NBA.
And I'm going to tell you, this year they may not have made Angel Reese or Caitlin, but next year and the years to come, as they grow, they will be on many U.S. teams.
Listen,
right.
Angel Reese Angel Reese does a lot of things.
Right.
That's why she can be on a team like that.
Right.
Because she does a lot of things. But my point is, like, she ain't gonna be the leading scorer on a team. She ain't gonna average 25.
But that's not her role.
Just not her. That's my point. But that's why she doesn't get that, dude. We know. There's a lot of different things you can do in all sports, right? Aspects. Right. You just talked about Dennis Rodman being a phenomenal rebounder. They had Ben Wallace, a phenomenal rebounder. These guys are great. Good for your team. Excellent. You need them on your team. There's also guys like John Stockton, assist guy.
Right.
Magic, throwing dimes. Right. These guys who are assist guys. Right. Floor generals. Like, all those things, aspects are important.
Drew Holiday.
In the game. We know that. Great. Excellent defender.
He looked like he about to get him another one, too.
So we know all those things are. But the people who get all the publicity are the people who score the points.
Yeah, because that's what they put in the front.
Correct.
That's what they put to get the butts in the seats.
What is it in baseball?
Home runs.
Home runs. But we know home runs ain't the only thing in baseball.
But if it was a person out there that was stealing bases, they would be talking about it. Like, if they was like, okay, I can't hit no home runs, but if I get on first base, I can steal the bases and run home. They gonna be talking about that because that's exciting too. But ain't nobody really doing that.
But they might talk about it, but not to the point where they're going to talk about like the home run race. You see how was the country captivated by Canseco what's
the
his name?
steroids?
Right, but the country was captivated by it. And then when Bonds was going for it, the country captivated by it. It's just certain
then all the scandal broke out.
Certain aspects of sports that people are just
ain't always glamorous
with.
Because look what happened to Sammy Sosa. He don't even look the same.
But
He's trying to hide.
Like, yeah, right. And the point is, like, it's home runs in baseball, it's points in basketball, goals in soccer. Like, you can do assists in soccer. Ain't nobody care about that.
But that's what they use to commercialize the sport.
Correct. But that's my point. And that's why I said they're not going to be the megastars if you're not competing in that category that everybody loves in that sport. Then you're not getting the accolades.
So is James Harden a megastar?
James Harden was at one point. Yes, he was going to be, but. You know,
I'm just saying he was leading. He was leading.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was very capable of.
Once again, a guy that have won the scoring title, and he's not a megastar.
No, he was on there. Yeah, he wasn't. He's not now because he's not doing it anymore. But James Harden 100% was.
And we got somebody in Milwaukee that should have got on the Olympic team, the female.
Oh, Enrique.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She should have been on there too.
She got really snubbed.
She could have made a case 100%.
All right. Well, Tony Smith, I appreciate you for the pop culture report.
Yeah.
Truth Nation. When we come back, we're going to talk about the housing situation right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Handle your business.
Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe. It's that time of the year, Truth Nation, for our Truth Walk Against Violence. Violence is a problem which impacts all of us, but together we can make a difference. This is why I need you to join me and the Truth Team on Saturday, July 20th from 9 to noon for our second annual Walk Against Violence. Enough is enough. Now it's time to bring an end to senseless violence in our community and encourage a safer Milwaukee for us all. Join our Walk Against Violence on Saturday, July 20th. Visit 1017thetruth.com and sign up today. Together, we can bring an end to violence.
Enough is enough.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas.
And Telly Hughes.
From Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. And guess what?
What is that, DT?
Our Truth fans can now watch and stream us live every day, Telly.
Wait a minute, Denise. Let me make sure I got this thing right. Our amazing and incredible Truth fans can go to 1017thetruth.com, click the Watch Live link, and watch me and you do our thing live from YouTube and Twitter every morning?
Yes, Telly, that is exactly right. So now they can watch you almost lose your black card every Friday during our Truth Telling Hits segment.
Come on now. You know I'm never losing my black card. But Truth Nation, you gotta tune into all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows, as you can not only listen live on the app, but you can also stream us live all day, every day by going to 1017thetruth.com and clicking the Watch Live link.
Prostate cancer screening is a simple blood test. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Your family history of prostate cancer increases the risk for all the men in your family. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Prostate cancer is most treatable when it's detected early. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Men, it's your life. That's why it's so important to talk to your doctor about getting tested. If you want info on how to take action, the Prostate Cancer Foundation is here to help. For more than 30 years, PCF, a leader in scientific breakthroughs, has funded cutting-edge research that speeds new treatments into clinics, helping patients live longer with fewer complications. Go to pcf.org to learn more about prostate cancer and how you can advocate for yourself. Remember, it's your life, and it's a simple blood test. Get it done.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory, Lowe want all the action, or you want all the smoke? Oh, I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the past. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Yeah, sure. No, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and the Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20, 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. And sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. We got the queen, the author, the advocate, Elizabeth Brown, in studio.
Hey, yo.
And we got a lot to talk about. We got a guest on the lines. We got Genevieve Redston on the lines from the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. She's a reporter, and she just put out an article that says dramatic changes, new leaders needed at Milwaukee Housing Authority. Genevieve, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on at short notice, but I want to talk about this story that you done put out about the Housing Authority, in particular, what Alderman Jose Perez had to say about the leadership.
Yeah, that's just breaking today. Alderman Perez is calling for new leadership at the Housing Authority, which it includes its executive director, Willie Hines. He's very concerned about problems on the ground in public housing developments and also the way that money.
Okay, something's going on technically that took place where we are losing the conversation. Genevieve, if you can hear me, we can't hear you.
Oh, no, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, now we can hear you now. So,
okay.
kind of reiterate some of the things that you were talking about.
Yeah, so, pressure is really mounting on Milwaukee politicians about all sorts of problems inside the Housing Authority. The Housing Authority is responsible for managing public housing properties across the city. It is the landlord for about 5,200 rental units. And it also manages the Section 8 voucher program through which thousands of families are able to pay their rent. And in the past year, it's faced all sorts of problems. Residents are very fed up with conditions inside many of these buildings. They're concerned about bed bugs, rats, water leaks, broken heat, and behind the scenes, auditors have been raising concerns about management of money in the Section 8 Rent Assistance Office. So today, Alderman Jose Perez, who's the president of the Common Council, spoke out and said that he is calling for entirely new leadership at the Housing Authority, including its executive director, Willie Hines.
Now, Alderman Perez also says there's, with no plan put forth and continued harm due to some of the most vulnerable residents and an agency that appears to lack checks and balances. When he says this, is there evidence of fraud going on or mismanagement?
Well, if there is fraud or mismanagement happening, auditors are looking into that right now. The Housing Authority is under a forensic audit, but last year, auditors noticed that about $3 million were unaccounted for on the Housing Authority's bank balance, and so they're trying to figure out what happened. The Housing Authority has said that a lot of these problems are the result of a messy software transition and remote work during the pandemic. Yeah.
Well, I was out there in 2018 dealing with one of the city-owned buildings on the east side near Brady Street. And I had, the inconvenience of running into how they were running things. We organized the residents who were having a issue with the infestation over there. And that's when I realized back then that Willie Hines had moved from an alder person into the housing, idea.
Yeah.
And his salary is astronomical, it seems to me.
Yeah, he makes $252,000 a year. So that's way, way more than the governor or the mayor of Milwaukee.
Wow. So he's making way more than the governor and the mayor. And we had two ideas recently with the superintendent, Keith Posley, making $300,000 for the school system, and now we got this housing thing where Willie Hines is making $250,000, over $250,000 more than the mayor, more than the governor, but yet they're in shambles. The whole operations are in shambles. Is there anybody that you feel that could actually be in these positions and actually turn things around? Genevieve, we can't hear you once again. If you can hear me, okay, well, Jason Smith, I guess she's out. If we can get her back, try to see what you can do.
Yeah, for sure.
Try to see what you can do. And I'll talk to Elizabeth Brown while you try to fix that. Elizabeth Brown, once again, we have somebody that's in a position of great responsibility.
Yes, and not doing their damn job. The reality of this is, and this is what I'm saying, know the players with this, because even amid all the BS, Mayor Cavalier Johnson stands behind this man.
Right. But he stands behind Ashanti Hamilton as well.
Correct. Again.
Hey. But these are old guards.
Correct.
These are old guard ideas where many times when they get out those situations of common council, both men have been common council president. Ashanti and
I can. Can you hear me?
Willie Hines. You're
we
back.
can hear you now.
Genevieve is back. Once again, reporter from the Milwaukee Journal. I don't know why we're having the technical difficulties, but is there anybody that's capable of actually running the housing authorities correctly that you see?
Well, it's a good question. What Common Ground, which is the advocacy group that's been raising concerns about conditions, has said is they want a national search. Given how high Director Hines' salary is, that would be pretty competitive pay. And right now, Common Ground is concerned that the Housing Authority hasn't looked hard enough for people across the country who might have this and experience necessary to turn things around.
Now, you have said that there's investigations going on. Who's all involved in the investigative idea, and where are we at with that? Okay, well, once again, technical difficulties. Genevieve Redson, if you can come back around, Jason Smith, get to working on it, see if we can bring her back again, see if we can revive her on the show. But Elizabeth Brown,
it's
another organization where we're talking about investigation.
Yes.
And people are mismanaging. And we've been talking about this for 3 years on the Tory Lowe Show. But these are not new players.
Nope, not at all.
These are old school ideas. I think Willie Hines was a Common Council president at one point.
Correct.
And Ashanti Hamilton is a Common Council president that is working in an area where we feel that we're not getting the ideas on the ground that we need to.
Correct.
And then you have Keith Posley, the superintendent, former superintendent now, Keith Posley, who's all of these high-paying ideas.
Been in the game for a long time. Yep. Career. And along their whole career, it was malfeasance floating around. Again, this Willie Hines thing, they were saying, it was a conflict of interest because when he stepped down back, I think that was in, don't quote me, I think it was in 20.
Well, we don't. We have to look it up, but
yeah, but they were accepting applications, and like I think it was like 100 and something people that they were looking at, which he decided to do what they call consulting on the side, which was connected to the housing authority. This was another private, what you want to call nonprofit, that he was ahead of after he, before he decided to take the job, or he had to take a year off because of the conflict of interest, and they started to look into him. He was,
because that was controversy going on right there.
And he was at the head of this housing, I think, Friends
I don't know.
of Housing.
I don't know. I don't follow him like that. I just know when I ran into him helping some of the elder residents on the east side, that's when I realized where they had moved him to, because he kept calling me the media.
Fact.
And he didn't want me in there. So I witnessed that, and then he had this milk dud head looking goon standing at the door trying to stop me from going up in there, and I was cussing him out, calling him all kinds of names that I can't probably say on the air, because I was trying to make sure that the residents voices were heard, and this is the process we have to take.
That. And we're going through it right now, and he was the head of Friends of Housing, the housing authority in 1996. Then broke off as an independent tax exempt organization. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he was sitting at the head of that for a year because of the conflict of interest. And then he came in because, again, people interviewed 100 and some people. So, again,
but they got to open up the interview process to make it look good to the public.
And then
we got Genevieve back on the line. Genevieve Redston back on the lines. Hey, did we get the problem fixed?
Well, I hope. I moved to another room. Can you guys hear me?
Right. Well,
all right.
Once again, Truth Nation, we got Genevieve Redston, Milwaukee Journal reporter. She just dropped an article discussing Willie Hines and the housing, and alderperson Jose Perez, who's the Common Council president, has made some strong statements on what's going on with the leadership. Why do you think the alderperson, Jose Perez, had to speak out right now?
Well, he has been very critical of the management of the housing authority in a way that Mayor Cavalier Johnson has not been. Right now, there are a bunch of vacancies on the housing authority board, and it might really change the attitude of the board if the mayor eventually names new candidates to fill those vacancies. But those nominees would need approval from the Common Council. And what Alderman Perez has said is that he's not considering any candidates who aren't ready to make serious change to the leadership team and the way things are managed internally.
Now, we're talking about Cavalier Johnson, the mayor. Eventually, this is a city housing idea, which many are saying is the city has become like a slumlord.
Hey.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting issue because the housing authority has a weird relationship with the city. The city appoints its board, but it operates largely independently from the city. And so city officials have been very wary of telling the housing authority what to do. And building inspectors, up until a couple months ago, didn't even go inside housing authority properties when tenants had complaints about conditions, the way they would for a private landlord. So in many ways, the housing authority has gotten less scrutiny from the city than a regular landlord would.
So how much control does Mayor Cavalier Johnson have over Willie Hines being in this position?
The control that the mayor has is the board. So there are 7 people on the Housing Authority board, or there should be. There's 7 positions. Right now, there are only 4 people filling those seats, so there's 3 vacancies. The chairwoman, Sherry Reed Daniels, has been absent from the past 2 meetings, and another board member has an expired term. So if the mayor were to appoint new candidates who wanted to see leadership change, they would have the ability to fire Willie Hines.
Okay, so that's ultimately how he can affect Willie Hines' position through the board. Now,
yeah, but he has not said who he's going to nominate, and he's also said that he's pretty reluctant to put anybody on the board who would want to see Willie Hines gone immediately.
And I'll say this. What is the effect that this is having on the senior citizens that are living in these facilities? Have you talked to any of them?
I have talked to a lot of them. They're really concerned about their quality of life. Many of them feel unsafe. There's been a big uptick in crime in a lot of these properties, and there are trespassers who are loitering in the hallways. There's been shootings, drug dealing, a couple homicides, and a lot of the residents are elderly and they feel like they can't leave their rooms at night. I've also talked to a lot of residents who have issues with bed bugs or water leaking in their apartments, and they feel like they aren't getting a response quick enough from their property manager.
So overall, this is as definitely something that we should be concerned about. It's involving our elder population. And is there any resolve or relief for the elders right now? What would relief look like to them right now?
Well, as of recently, they have the power to call in city building inspectors if they think the housing authority isn't taking action quickly enough. So that's something that they did not have the power to do until the Common Council made that an initiative and ordered city building inspectors to start responding to tenants' phone calls. So that's one option. They can call in backup from the city. And the other avenue to have their voices heard has been at a lot of these press events. They've staged protests outside of the board chairwoman's home. They've taken pictures of the problems in their building and held up signs, and that's gotten a lot of attention here.
Once again, Truth Nation, we're on the lines with Genevieve Redston. She's a reporter from the Milwaukee Journal. She just published a story on the housing situation. There's also questions about a real estate development nonprofit. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so a lot of the buildings that the Housing Authority owns are really old. They were built in the 60s and 70s, and they need really serious repairs. So the Housing Authority has created a nonprofit to do development work across the city. Right now, the biggest project that they're working on is West Lawn Gardens on the northwest side. And their nonprofit, Trevaux, is overseeing a lot of the construction there. But, you know, residents have raised questions about whether all the construction has been done properly. This winter, when temperatures fell below zero, residents in a building for primarily veterans said that they had been without heat since they moved in since day one. And, yeah, the Housing Authority has attributed those problems mostly to residents cranking the heat. They say people are tampering with their AC units. I've spoken with residents there who say, yeah, they say, you know, the reason that we're trying to crank our heat is because the heat doesn't work, and
it's not even functioning well.
And interestingly,
I've been in these buildings with these residents, so I understand what their complaints are. I actually went in to investigate some of their complaints, and they have honestly some of the most legitimate concerns about their health and their well-being, and it's psychological too, because when you get older and you have to worry about infestation, it starts to work on your psychological as well, especially when it's bed bugs and they only come out at night. So you don't know if you're going to wake up, covered in these things or not. And that is so traumatizing when you're trying to relax in your elder years. And I unfortunately had to deal with a couple of those situations, and Willie Hines was involved, and the goons, I call them the goon squad, that was trying to keep me out of some of the meetings. But you're saying, I want to, before we, go to break, I want to ask you one more question. You said some of the other elected officials are sidestepping their opinions about what should happen to Willie Hines.
Yeah, Representative Gwen Moore did not really answer that question straightforwardly at an event a couple weeks ago at the Milwaukee Press Club. She was asked if she thinks, Willie Hines is up to the job, and she essentially said, look, that's not what I do here. She said, I'm not the firing agent for Willie Hines. The mayor still has faith in him. She said that his relationships with managers should be examined, but she sort of stopped short of criticizing him directly.
But she criticized Donald Trump. All right, because we know she can criticize Donald Trump. But if you ain't good with the good old network over here, then there's no comment.
Yeah, well, Director Hines has close relationships with a lot of people in city politics. Yeah.
That network, that established network. Hey, look, I appreciate you, Genevieve, for coming through. Anything else that we may have missed from your article?
No, I think you guys hit on the biggest points. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, look, I appreciate you. I might have to double back if you put out something else, an update, when we get
definitely.
an update. Because I'm telling you right now, these are about our elders and disabled living in these units. And we got to pay attention to how the leadership that we select is handling this. So we keeping our eyes on this situation. I appreciate you for bringing this to our attention.
Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate it too.
All right. I'll talk to you soon. Be safe.
All right. You too. Take care.
God bless you. All right, Truth Nation, when we come back, we're going to have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. We are excited to be back celebrating the 53rd annual Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee. Make sure you join us Wednesday, June 19th, as we broadcast live from the Juneteenth celebration from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Stop by our table to play games, win Truth swag, and say what's up to your favorite Truth teammates. The 1017 The Truth celebration of Juneteenth is presented by our founding partners, American Family Insurance, Gruber Law Offices, Associated Bank, and is sponsored by Tayback Law, Molson Coors, and Educators Credit Union.
Are you ready to find your dream home but don't know where to start? Well, I've got great news for you. Join me, Sherwin Hughes, on Saturday, June 15th from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. at North Division High School for Axe Housing's free home buying seminar in partnership with BMO Harris Bank. Visit axehousing.org today to register for this informative event where you can be put on your path toward home ownership. There are absolutely no income limits. Make this the day you build your home ownership team. Meet with Axe Housing, HUD certified home buying and financial coaches. Attend sessions on how you can build and repair your credit. And honestly, my favorite part is that you can get pre-approved for a home loan right there on the spot. Become another success story by taking your first steps toward home ownership right now by working with Axe Housing and BMO Harris Bank. So again, join me on Saturday, June 15th between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. at North Division High School in Milwaukee for Axe Housing's free home buying seminar in partnership with BMO Harris Bank. Register today by visiting axehousing.org. That's axehousing.org.
Come escape to Lake Lawn Resort. Enjoy stunning lakeside views, on-site golf, award-winning spa, and numerous dining options, including 1878 on the lake. Dive into the pools, explore water sports, or relax by the lakeside fire pits. Experience Lake Lawn Resort's newly renovated guest rooms, part of a multi-million-dollar upgrade for ultimate comfort and luxury. Whether it's a romantic getaway, family vacation, or corporate retreat, Lake Lawn Resort has it all. Book your stay at Lake Lawn Resort today and discover the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Miller High Life, the champagne of beers, has called Milwaukee home since 1903. And Miller High Life is proud to sponsor the Milwaukee Juneteenth celebration. Miller High Life and Beer Capital Distributing.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Telling you the natural facts for what it's worth. Listen to me, people. Make your own heaven and hell right here on earth. Let me tell you, I'm telling you the natural facts for what it's worth. You make your own heaven and hell right here on earth, on earth, on earth, on earth. Time passes and your values change.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Jason Smith. Back in there playing Kid Harris music over here on the Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look.
No, I'm hitting y'all with the old school,
Hey, I'm
good
loving
stuff.
it.
Come on,
I'm loving it. It's fine.
I love it.
It's fine.
But I've been on this show for 3 years. And this the most revolution pump your fist in the air type music.
Hey,
but
it's
he did play some Prince.
Hey, it's that
he was playing Prince. And didn't he play a little Mike Jackson?
I play that Mike, that Prince, that Stevie.
Hey, that's so.
He's bringing in a whole vibe today.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, salute to Jason Smith on the ones and twos. DJ Brother Z out on assignment. Elizabeth Brown in studio. On top of all the L's in our community, we got the housing that's affecting the elders.
All facts.
We got NPS that's affecting the kids.
Yep.
And we got SDC that's affecting us because they doing the taxes and the programs that we need on our day-to-day.
Yes.
You know, We Energy, programs, things like that. So we got 3 huge ideas: housing, education,
schooling,
and programs.
Come on.
Like programs that we need, resources we need, all being affected. I mean, what's going on, Elizabeth Brown?
After being quadruple taxed, things are falling apart when they're telling us, as citizens, that we need to be more engaged and that you're going to tax us and you're going to do what you want to do with our monies. Right now, the truth is coming out is what's happening. The malfeasance, the gross malfeasance is boiling over. And now we can no longer sweep it under the rug because the players that's playing, everything they done caught up with them. The chickens is coming home to roost. So tonight there is a meeting, for NPS.
Right. And this is about the referendum.
This is about the referendum because they're trying to push it through without the people say.
Well, it's open to the public.
It's open to the public
at 5:30.
Yes.
And we need the people to get out there because what allegedly I heard that it's allegedly now. I got somebody sent me something that's boots on the ground saying that they trying to flood the top part of the boardrooms with people that are not there to really have real ideas of really challenging it.
Correct.
So everybody else can go downstairs.
Correct. Allegedly.
In the overflow.
Yes.
Allegedly.
The same individuals who
this is somebody that hit me up that's boots on the ground.
Yes, that was weaponizing the police against the black parents speaking out at the school board meetings. Again, their goal is to beat the community there at 5:30 so they can take up all the seats. And per the statement, it says a call for action has gone out to inform union members they should begin arriving at 4:30 p.m. for the 5:30 meeting to ensure that they take seats and the community members are forced to sit in the overflow room.
Right.
And allegedly, this is, again, the Wisconsin Education Association Council.
Well, allegedly, whatever they doing, we just got to get out there.
All facts.
Because
at 5:30.
if they tipping us off to say that this is what's going to happen, allegedly, what's being plotted.
Allegedly, what's been plotted, yes.
And we got to make sure that we're in the building. So, like I said, there's never been a better time than now because the last time it took them off guard.
It did.
That they came to the school board meeting and the effect that it had. Now they're trying to avoid that effect, allegedly by trying to flood
these seats
yeah. with members or people that are for the referendum passing because they have a benefit that comes from it.
There's a raise.
Right.
Yeah.
They wanted to go through.
Correct.
And this was the whole goal. And the thing is, what we have to do is understand that there are people that are boots on the ground that are trying to make a change and are trying to challenge these ideas. And tonight at 5:30, we're going to have to come out again. We need everybody to show up, because if this is the case
at the Milwaukee City Hall,
and these seats are being taken up by people purposefully,
beneficial, self-serving,
purposefully trying to do this to block out the voices of the people, then to me that's disgraceful.
It is.
And I want to look into who actually came up with this and who's truly behind this idea to shut the people out. We're going to get to the bottom of that, because if these words were spoken and this was the strategy,
yes,
if this was the strategy, then that goes to show it once again that they don't give a damn
about us,
about the people.
Correct.
And actually correcting the situation, actually moving forward with actually gutting out MPS and making it right for our children. So if this was if this is actually true, that this was a discussion that took place and a plot to shut out the people, we got problems.
We got problems.
We got big problems.
We got problems.
And they going to have some big problems, because I want to find out who is the person that structured this to happen, what agency or whoever did it. I don't know who did it.
Right.
I'm
Allegedly,
just saying,
I was told.
Whatever the case may be, we're going to get to the bottom of who are putting these ideas out here to block out people from having their voices heard about the tax dollars that they're trying to take, knowing that they were mismanaging the idea from the jump.
And knowing that they stood in front, pushing that idea of vote yes for the referendum, understanding that the malfeasance that was happening in the background. Again, this is a group idea, and it's more pieces to this puzzle that bamboozled the people. So I just want to, call out the Truth Nation. Not only do the parents and the children need to show up, if it's your tax dollars, if your property taxes is going up, if you're a renter, because it's hitting all of us.
Right.
If you're renting an apartment and your rent is going up due to the fact that the owners have to pay more money for the property taxes, this is of your concern.
Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have more conversations, and we're going to open up the lines. If you want to react to Willie Hines, or you want to talk about the meeting tonight at MPS for the referendum, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. And don't forget that you can join us live as we broadcast live on YouTube. Get in the chat and holler back. Truth Nation will be back. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation! Join the city of Racine for its 49th annual Juneteenth Festival. All week long, the city of Racine will be celebrating Juneteenth with events like the 3rd annual Sneaker Ball. Make sure to attend the Racine Juneteenth Parade, also followed by Racine's Juneteenth celebration. This Saturday, June 15th, at the Dr. John Bryant Center. Enjoy food, art, sports, family activities, and more. Happy Juneteenth from the city of Racine. It's amazing.
Heard at work? If you or someone you know has been injured on the job, they may be eligible for workers' compensation benefits, including lost wages, coverage of medical bills, job retraining, and even a lump sum cash settlement. I'm attorney Alex Eichhorn, partner and workers' compensation attorney at Taybeck Law. The workers' compensation system can be complicated and frustrating to navigate. At Taybeck Law, we have helped hundreds of injured workers. Contact Taybeck Law to set up an absolutely risk-free consultation at taybeckattorneys.com. Contact Taybeck for the payback. taybeckattorneys.com.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Denise Thomas with her truth.
Truth Nation, there has been an ongoing debate in terms of what work ethic means and primarily across generations. You hear phrases like, this new generation doesn't know the meaning of work. They're entitled. And the younger generation saying things like, the older people, they work way too hard and not smart enough. All perspectives have some extension of validity. I want to share with you something that I heard last weekend that really resonated with me as it relates to work ethic. And the quote was, a lot of people want to learn how to play the guitar, but they don't want to take the lessons. And so, Truth Nation, as we continue to have ongoing conversations about the meaning of work and work ethic, I want to ask each of us to consider what work means to us. And in terms of what we are looking to gain from whatever aspect of work that we deliver every day, is it equal to what we want to gain? In other words, are you putting in the work that's not just short game or 60 seconds or less, but the work that is going to create a long impact on whatever return on the investment looks like for you? Let's start having more conversations about the meaning of work, making sure that we're aligned on what that looks and feels like, and ultimately not giving up on doing the work, because goodness knows we got a lot of work to do.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Tellez weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Alex Tellez. The Milwaukee Brewers were shut out at home versus Toronto Blue Jays on Tuesday in a 3-0 loss. They are back in action this Wednesday afternoon as Tobias Myers is expected to take the mound versus Chris Bassett. First pitch is scheduled for 1:10 with coverage beginning over on WTMJ at 12:35. And finally, over in basketball, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks are at home in Dallas for Game 3 of the NBA Finals versus Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. As Boston is currently up 2-0 in the series, Dallas is looking to avoid going down 0-3. Tip-off is scheduled for 7:30. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Want some more, cause I got a really big team, and they need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings. We need some really nice things. We need some really big rings. I got a really big team. I got a really big team.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Jason Smith, Truth Nation, social media sensation, on the ones and twos. What's up, Tory? What's happening then? Hey. And we got the queen, the advocate, the author Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey.
Look, if you want to join the conversation today, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. We got a meeting for the referendum tonight.
Yes, we do.
They're trying to pass it through, or they're allowing the public to come and add input tonight because there was an uprising where they're saying that they're trying to shut them out the conversation. And a lot of people think they should halt the referendum due to the false pretext
they need to run
that
it
they
back.
were sold.
Correct.
Knowing that
fraudulent.
the mismanagement was going on.
Yes, it was definitely fraudulent, and they were trying to have that meeting without the people say so, or the people having knowledge of it. Mm-hmm. And again, that meeting is tonight at 5:30, which you want to be there early, because allegedly they're going to try to make sure the people don't get a chance to speak. But 5:30 at the City Hall, 200 East Wells Street. And again, know that the parking is going to be kind of crazy.
Right.
You know, but the bottom line is it's our money, it's our children, so it should be our concern.
I agree. And many times we sit on our hands and hope for a few people to try to take action. But I'm going to tell you, it's a whole group of people that are mismanaging, that are part of the mismanagement. And it's up to the people to keep the pressure on the heads of those organizations. Because when we give them the power to say, okay, we're going to trust them to do it, then it always ends up in mismanagement, neglect. And then we have victims of people who are saying that they were violated because you let them people run amok. But now that the people are starting to realize that we have to come out, we have to show up, we have to watch every aspect of this if we're going to make it better. But here we go. Tonight at the meeting, there may be some fraudulent things going on in the seats. Allegedly. That's what Boots on the Ground is saying.
It's on and popping. And also, you know, the community is coming out to announce a recall tonight as well. So the reality of that is, you know, when you hear all of these individuals state, you know, they need, you know, citizens to come out and be active, and now that we're getting active,
they're trying to take the control back.
They want to suppress our voice.
Right. Or they'll show up and say, I'm an elected official, I'm going to handle this so you can feel comfortable and go back to sleep. We shouldn't feel comfortable till every last person, a part of these organizations that are holding us back is removed. Everybody. Because it's like if you get sick and you want the doctor to go into the surgery, you want him to remove all of what is wrong, all the cancer. If he leave anything else in there, it will come back. So now is the time to regroup, rethink, and reshape and gut MPS to the way we think it should be and get more challenging leadership, more innovative leadership in a lot of these agencies that we have. Because I'm going to tell you right now, all of these people that are in these leadership positions are friends, are buddies. They look out for each other. They'll play WWE like, okay, we're going to come in, act like we're going to do X, Y, and Z. You just sit back, shut up. Let the face resign. We're going to give them a severance package. This is all designed to keep us circling the wagons. So we have to make sure that we never go back to sleep. Right now, we got to wake up and we got to continue the efforts. And then on top of this, we need a huge parent participation movement in MPS. We got to start showing up to these classes. We got to start showing up and checking on. We got to give these children a base that they can function well with us being the ones that are in these rooms. Even if you can't make it, somebody in the family, come up with a plan to be to participate in these school systems.
Or just talk to one of your neighbors and see if they can show up for you, because the reality of what's really going on, a lot of parents have been showing up, but they've been weaponizing the police against these parents.
Well, I'm talking about in this MPS as a total. Like, I'm talking about in school, during classes, the whole idea of the parents takeover. It's in all aspects of being a part of your children's educational experience. And like I said, we're working. That's why we have to. We can't be so divisive anymore. We got to start Voltron, and we got to start saying, okay, look, I don't have to believe the same thing you believe. I don't have to think like you, but we do have to make sure that we work together to get better.
Oh, no doubt. But what I'm saying, we have to make sure also, like Jason Smith, he couldn't even get into school. So again, we have to make sure that.
But that's leadership. If you ain't in the silo, you're not going. If you're not in a silo, you're not going to get no major ideas going on.
You are correct.
Those are reserved for those who want the golden parachute. This is reserved for the nieces and their nieces and nephews and their family members and their buddies. And if you can't, you're not going to be able to break into these silos. That's why we got to bust them up.
Exactly. And I'm just saying, you know, Truth Nation, go back when the referendum was passed and look at all the faces. Look at all the faces that did the photo op that said thank you to the community because you cared about the kids. Look at all of these individuals.
That knew.
Because these was the individuals that knew that the paperwork wasn't right. These were the individuals that was benefiting from this plight to bamboozle the people so they can get these raises.
Go back and look.
Hey, they did it with a smile, Tory, and they didn't care about nothing except for securing that bag.
Put on your emotional heartstring.
Look here about our kids.
Was mad at us because we said we got to do some real evaluating.
We want to track.
And now that they got it, now they saying the same thing we said at the beginning.
Now they trying to block us out.
Oh, yeah.
Now they didn't want to hear us. The same, the head of the school board who said, you know, we welcome the parents. We want to sit down and we want to talk to them. When Keith Post just said that. But every meeting we go to, they go to a closed session.
Hey, look, when we come back, we got some callers on the line. We got some talk to text. We got some chat. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, our first Beyond the Mic Happy Hour Mixer Series was a hit. Round 2 is up next. Join me and my Truth teammates for my Beyond the Mic Happy Hour Mixer Series on Tuesday, June 25th from 5 until 7 p.m. at Scene 1 Restaurant and Lounge, located at 5526 West North Avenue in Milwaukee. There will be delicious cocktails, great conversation, and unforgettable memories. Plus, from 5 until 6 p.m., your first drinks are sponsored by PWD Computers. So mark your calendars for Tuesday, June 25th from 5 until 7 p.m. at Scene 1 Restaurant and Lounge.
Hi, I'm a volunteer for Donald Trump.
Yeah, what do you want?
Your vote! Come on, Trump's our guy. He says he's the best guy ever for Black America. Better than Barack Obama.
Better than Obama? Trump's the guy who told America Obama was born in Africa. Never respected him enough to even accept him as president. All his white supremacist friends loved that one.
Man, that is old news.
Old news? Here's what's not old news. Trump is telling us right now he wants to be a dictator. Says he'll rip up the Constitution. Says there'll be a bloodbath if he loses again like last time.
Yeah, I wish you hadn't heard that.
Trump calls all those white folks who attacked the Capitol on January 6th heroes and patriots. He wants to pardon them. What do you think he'd be saying if it had been black folks who attacked the Capitol?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. He'd call them criminals and thugs, say they should be in jail, and throw away the key.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man. I'm sticking with Biden.
Me too.
I'm Joe Biden, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Biden for president.
Come escape to Lake Lawn Resort. Enjoy stunning lakeside views, on-site golf, award-winning spa, and numerous dining options, including 1878 on the lake. Dive into the pools, explore water sports, or relax by the lakeside fire pits. Experience Lake Lawn Resort's newly renovated guest rooms, part of a multi-million-dollar upgrade for ultimate comfort and luxury. Whether it's a romantic getaway, family vacation, or corporate retreat, Lake Lawn Resort has it all. Book your stay at Lake Lawn Resort today and discover the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation.
When you join Educators Credit Union, you're not just another number or just another customer. You're a member owner. As a member owner, you can expect a team of people by your side helping you make informed financial decisions. Educators Credit Union is open to anyone who lives or works in southeastern Wisconsin, no matter your career. Learn more at ECU.com. That's ECU.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Are you tired of renting and giving money to a landlord? Come to the June 15th event at North Division High School from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. where you can speak to Axe Housing coaches about home ownership, listen to keynote speakers, and meet their banking partners. Get started by going to axehousing.org and clicking on virtual orientation. You can also register for the event there too. Visit axehousing.org today to register. That's axehousing.org.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Weezy out of it. Weezy out of it.
Take you feeling. We not new to it. We kinda feel it. House came on the wood, my cup full with mud. I came out the hood.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Jason Smith on the 1 and 2s, DJ Brother Z out on assignment. The Queen, the author, the advocate, Elizabeth Brown in studio. We've been talking about this meeting tonight for NPS. Where is it going to be held, Elizabeth Brown? At the City Hall?
Yes, at the City Hall, and it'll be held at 4:30. That address is
4:30 or 5:30?
5:30. But they saying get there early.
They saying get there early at 4:30 so we don't get locked out of the seats.
Yes, because the goal is to
allegedly.
Yes,
flood the the space with people that's for it.
Yeah.
Get there early and get you a seat. But, it's always something. We're going to head to the lines. Shar, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth.
I'm so happy that you keep pounding at this, because this is really outrageous. I got 2 points, and I'll let your listeners know that the reason why a lot of these people go from city jobs, like an alderman, to the next job, because there used to be a clause, if you make 20 years or more, you get the same health care benefits, this Cadillac health care that the city offers. So a lot of these people, not only do they have outrageous salaries, but they're going to pay the lowest possible in health care costs after they retire. Number two, I looked at Willie Hines. What is the performance measure? How do you make $250,000 a year, which is what they say is $82,000 more than the mayor? And the whole system you have has been crumbling for years, and you continue to get raises. We need to demand, what is the performance criteria? Where could you work at where everything you're in charge of fails and you get a raise?
Hey.
He should be shaming himself. When you said that was a man with bed bugs crawling on his back and you make $250,000 a year, what's wrong with you? It's morally bankrupt. It's morally bankrupt.
I agree. But this is up to the people now. It's up to the people to get involved.
Right. All facts. We the people.
And I'm glad you keep pushing it. I'm glad you keep pushing it, because you got me looking up stuff. You got me calling people because you keep pushing it. So keep going on.
Hey, God bless you and thank you. Hey, and it's for us to do the research too, because I tell people, we may have a short amount of time to address certain things. We may have a little bit more time because we're on the radio, but there's a lot of layers to this.
Yes.
And what we need is for Truth Nation to hear what's being said. Go get your phone, look through what's happening.
Yes.
And join the movement.
Yes.
Join the fight for your children.
Correct.
These are two concepts, NPS and housing, that affects the youth and the elders.
Hey, and SDC.
And if you can't be moved by your people, the youth being affected in a negative way and the elders being affected in a negative way, then you may need to look yourself in the mirror.
Correct.
And say, what am I doing right now? I see things are falling apart, but yet I'm remaining docile.
Right.
That's tough.
Hey.
That's tough. You can always point the finger, but it's hard to point the finger at yourself.
All facts. And that's so true. And we have breaking incoming. So tonight at the City Hall is not the meeting for the school board. Is actually the call of the community who's doing the recall on NPS. And because I guess tomorrow night is Thursday night, the meeting is at 5:30 at the school board. Mm-hmm. So that's when they're going to have
at the school board.
Correct. But tonight is the community showing up for the recall for the board members.
Tonight.
Ahead of the conversation that they're trying to lock us out of tomorrow night at 4:30 at the school board. So today is the call of action for the community about the recall.
Okay, so let me get this together. So the board meeting for the referendum is
correct. It's tomorrow night at 5:30. Yes.
And tonight is what?
The recall, the community recall press conference.
Okay. So we trying to make sure that everybody is understanding what's going on.
Yeah.
So right now, the recall efforts are being announced.
Tonight. Yes. It's a press release.
Okay. Now, also there's issues with housing. We had Genevieve Redston on the lines who released an article today about Willie Hines.
Yes.
Hey.
It's a lot.
It's a lot going on. Okay, so once again, the school board meeting is
tomorrow night.
Okay.
Yes. And tonight is the press release for the community who's doing the recalls.
Okay. All right. Now that we got all that together.
We're going to run it back.
Yeah, we're going to have to run it back at 3 o'clock.
It's coming in hot.
Yeah, we're getting information now on the Times. And the big announcement of the recall is going to happen today.
Today, in front of the City Hall.
Okay. All right. Well, when we come back, we got Adams that Adam want to add into the conversation. We're going to talk to Adam when we get back. We got some chat. We got some talk to text. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC. The award-winning 1017 The Truth proudly presents Black excellence in the most monumental moments in our history. Our celebration of Black History Month is sponsored by Tabak Law, Educators Credit Union, and American Family Insurance.
Research shows that high-quality teachers have the greatest impact on student success during the school day. By shaping their students, they are shaping the future. Yet while actors have Oscars, musicians have Grammys, and athletes have gold medals, exemplary educators who prepare every profession are just not recognized enough. The Milken Educator Awards set out to change that by surprising outstanding educators across the nation with $25,000 prizes and providing a platform to celebrate, elevate, and activate the profession.
Erica Stevens!
The awards were created by Lowell Milken of the national nonprofit Milken Family Foundation. The journey to surprising the 3,000th Milken educator is in full swing. Who will be next?
Honey, they chose me.
Celebrate teachers, value teachers, thank teachers.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I push through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory Lowe want all the action, or you want all the smoke? Oh, this thing, I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's mentioned. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Yeah, sure. No, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and the Truth app.
The reason I believe that racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he
he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues. Right here on Tory Lowe. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. Elizabeth Brown in studio. Hey, look.
Hey, yo.
We got NPS, situations with NPS coming up. The meeting is tomorrow at 5:30 at the school board.
Correct.
They got
and they saying come early.
They saying come early.
Yeah.
Because allegedly some people may be trying to finagle the seating arrangements to make it more favorable to push it through.
Facts.
Allegedly, you know, we got people on the front lines trying to throw this out here.
All facts.
And we also have a situation with the housing. Yes. Willie Hines. Mm-hmm. He's on the chopping block right now. They're saying that the leadership over the housing needs to be replaced. This is Alderman Perez, Common Council President, making statements that something dramatic needs to happen over there.
All facts. And Ray Charles could see that, okay? Yes, something drastic is happening all the way across the board. When we think about everything that we've seen, SDC, NPS, you know, all of these big things that's happening in the city of Milwaukee, again, the people are paying for it.
Right.
You know, our children are paying for it. And everybody's getting raises except for the people.
Right. How you get raises over a tremendous amount of failing ideas?
Look.
Everywhere you turn your head.
Malfeasance is above and beyond egregious. When I think about how we
Maybe I'm on the wrong side of the fence. Because we don't get paid for the efforts we do. But if you do mismanagement, you get a raise.
That's what it's looking like. That's what they showing us.
Maybe I need to mismanage things around here and get my cash up.
Hey,
the more you mess up, more money you make.
That's
especially in the black community.
Especially connected. Birds of a feather flock together, and ain't no honor among thieves. And the reality of that is, like I said, these major players, the people that we're talking about that need to be removed, this is who the mayor is upholding.
Maybe getting results was the wrong thing for me to do. Maybe that was the wrong career choice. Because everybody taking pictures with them, but they call me when it get bad.
Facts. Morality over money.
We gonna head to the lines. Adam, you're on the new 107 The Truth. Tap in.
Yes, sir. I got a couple of questions to ask you. Mm-hmm. Did you ever Google Donald Trump?
Google Donald Trump? I know. I watched his presidency. I seen everything. I reported on it.
You have?
Yeah. Have you been listening to the show? You know I have.
Yeah, not really. I've never heard you say nothing negative about him.
Man, you can't shape what I think now. I can say whatever I want to say.
I know you think exactly what you want, but you never say. I said I never heard you.
Then go listen back to the show. Go back because you're wrong. And people who listen to the show, I talk about all sides. I talk about all sides, and if you must not be a regular listener.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Well, then go back to the show. Go back to the show when they announced that he had the felonies, and listen to that, and then come back and call. Call after you listen to that.
I'm talking about prior to that too.
No, you said I never said nothing about it, and now you backtracking. Listen to that show, and I said what I had to say. Also, I said that both of the candidates, hold on. I also said that both of the candidates was trash because we should have better people in these positions. But this is what we have right now.
But you keep saying you are a Democrat, but independent.
I am an independent.
Now, every time you say somebody say something negative, you think it's negative. But Donald Trump, yes, when you talk about Glenn Moore, she could say something about this, but she can't. She can't say.
But
something about Donald
I was
Trump.
talking about her opinion. She can have an opinion on Donald Trump, but she don't have an opinion on Willie Hines. What's that? How old are you? How old are you? First of all, are you a senior or a citizen? How old are you?
I'm senior. I'm 82 years old.
Well, why are you calling in about Donald Trump and you ain't talking about the housing situation where the senior citizens are living in infestation? Why are you wasting time talking about that when there's a real situation that I fight against? Hold on, that I fight against for the elders, and you ain't mentioning nothing about that.
Well, I live in a senior building, but I live in one of Brown Deer.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. And you ain't under the mismanagement, I guess.
No, I guess I'm not.
Okay, fair enough.
We got a black, intelligent lady that is running this building here.
Okay, fair enough. I ain't gonna even hold it against you.
Well, I know you can't because I'm squatting the truth. A lot of people could do what they want to do, but you got to. If you get together and organize like Willie Hines, I know his uncle and all of that, but he was a rascal from day one.
Okay, all right. Well, like I said, I just want the elders in my community to live their latter years comfortably.
Right.
I realize what you're saying, but isn't it up to the individuals to do something about it and talk about it?
They are.
They are.
They've been doing it. They've been calling. They've been rallying for the last 3 to 4 years.
And I've hooked many of them up with attorneys.
And they're still living in egregious situations because a lot of people don't have the money to live in Brown Deer.
Let me ask you one quick question.
Go right ahead.
That Hugney guy that's running against Tammy Baldwin.
Right.
Did you hear what he said about seniors?
About who?
About seniors. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah,
about
he's
seniors?
about them voting. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you for him too, then. Huh?
I'm voting for Hubby.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Yeah, I said it. How you gonna figure something I told you about? I said it ain't no secret what I'm doing. Just like when I voted for Obama, I said that. Just like when look, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this. I got a right to vote and do what I want to do.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do.
Okay.
But you're selling black people short.
No, I'm not. You selling black people short because you're trying to fearmonger to me ideas and things like that. You've been brainwashed to a certain degree where you think that your opinion is going to change how I feel about. I'm an advocate. Hold on. First of all, I'm an advocate. Me personally, I get out here every day and help my people beyond with no money. So I got the right to say whatever I want to say because I put my money where my mouth is.
I understand that.
So respect that.
Not really, not the way you talk.
Okay, well then it don't matter then. It don't matter. Well then are you an elder? Are you an elder? So you didn't call into the show talking like that, talking reckless. Because what do you believe? What has Joe Biden done for you? What has Joe Biden done for the black community that we gave 86% of our votes for?
Wait a minute, since you said that, I am a diabetic.
Okay, but that's it. What do that got to do with what we're talking about?
I was paying like $400-500 a month. Now I pay only $35 a month. That's just an example of what you.
Okay, so that's for everybody. What has Joe Biden done specifically for blacks? Give us the individual. When we talk black, I'm talking about blacks have stood for everybody else.
Facts.
When we talk black, I want to know specifically what have been done for blacks. Every time I ask that question, it's everybody can get benefits. The things that we're talking about, everybody benefit from. What are they doing specifically for the black community? And you cannot answer that question.
He's a president, not a king.
No.
And that's
what I'm saying is he does specific things that he have done for Asians. Okay. Do you believe in open borders? Do you believe in open borders? Do you believe in the open borders?
Well, how you think we populated the United States?
No. Do you believe in it? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. Do you believe that? Do you believe that people should be getting benefits and things like that without being citizens in this country?
They should have an opportunity, though.
Okay, nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that they shouldn't have an opportunity. But the way it's being done is messy, and it's causing problems in the inner cities of Chicago and all the other sanctuary cities because they're dumping them in our neighborhoods. And then we got blacks who voted Democrat who are speaking out, being shut out of these meetings. Their concerns about what's going on in their neighborhoods. So you're going to ignore all of that?
No, I'm not going to ignore that.
You already ignored the people in Milwaukee in the housing. You didn't just ignore your own elders and other constituents by you deflecting that said you live in Brown Deer.
I'm not.
You just did. You said you ain't got nothing to say because you live in Brown Deer.
I got money to pay for it. I'm a retired.
Okay, but there's hundreds of people being affected in your age bracket. And you didn't even come on and bring the smoke to the people that's harming the people in your generation.
A whole lot of them. I realize that, but a lot of them didn't have the initiative like I had. I did it on my own.
Here we go.
And
individuality.
I dropped out of school in the 10th grade.
All right. Well, like I said, I appreciate you for calling in. Hey, you got your opinion, and I appreciate you for tapping in. All right. Have a great day, and be safe. Hey, look, I'm interested, but like I said, we talking about elders being affected in a negative way, and he wondering about something that many times we don't even benefit from.
That's far removed.
From what's going on.
Again, these are the L's of our community where we have a lot of individuals who consider themselves better off or lucky or privileged, saying that, it's I, me, and my, when everybody else is playing a group idea. What we're saying is the majority of the time, because we're talking about the elders, we're talking about the youth, we're talking about us every day working 3 jobs to be broke individuals in the city of Milwaukee who have rallied, who is standing up, who is calling people out. And at the same time, you have individuals like, the past guy who called from Brown Deer, who's stating that ain't his issue. He really cares about the presidential and getting his insulin for $35 when the illegal immigrants over here getting it for free.
Hey, look, we ain't finna jump off the subject matter. We got NPS, we got the housing.
Facts.
Okay. When we come back from break, we got G. We got Winky Blue on the lines. We got some talk to text. We got some chat. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture. What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have 2 really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
It's 1017 The Truth, Sherwin Hughes, and you've heard me talk about the importance of home ownership and the generational wealth it can build. I understand the thought of going through the home buying process can be daunting, but my friends at Axe Housing have been helping people from Milwaukee turn their dreams of home ownership into reality for years. They have home buying coaches who will walk with you every step of the way, from getting your finances in order to getting pre-approved for a loan, searching for your home, and closing on it. They even have a great partnership with BMO Harris Bank, who offers the down payment assistance program where you can receive up to $16,000 toward home down payments. In addition, BMO has a community and home ownership advancement team who is passionate about serving the people of Milwaukee and have many resources for you to use, from their credit builder loan to their community home improvement loan. Let Axe Housing and BMO Harris Bank be your one-stop shop for home ownership. Come and start your home ownership journey Saturday, June 15th from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. at North Division High School for Axe Housing's free home buying seminar. Visit axehousing.org today to register.
Okay, Fred, so I got some questions.
What's up?
Where should I go if I want to start my own business?
You go to EerieInsurance.com.
Okay, Fred, so where should I go if my kid needs an internship? Or if I need a job, where do I go?
You go to EerieInsurance.com.
Okay, so what if I want to work for a company that believes in diversity, has great benefits, and growth for people like us?
You already know. It's EerieInsurance.com.
Man, so Fred, I just need to go to Erie Insurance?
Go to EerieInsurance.com for all that you need.
It's amazing.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Jason Smith on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Yo.
Hey, look, we talking NPS. We talking our children's future. And we talking the housing authority, where a lot of our elders and disabled are being affected in a negative way.
Facts.
Hey, look. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017 if you want to join the conversation. G, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Good afternoon to you and Miss Brown.
Okay.
Tory, I just like to say this. I kind of wasn't going to call, but you say a lot about old ideas.
Right.
I don't think it's old ideas. It's the individual. Because so you can get a young person in there, and they can be just as bad as an older.
I agree.
You keep hopping on that old idea stuff. It's
the old mentality.
Yeah, but it could be the younger person. But that stuff with the housing authority is kind of appalling. I didn't know that Willie Hines' salary was like that. In a 200, I think you said 200-some thousand. I don't know if I heard you correctly. Yeah, but it depends on the individual, and I don't care what you do in your life, whether you're on the radio, you're mopping floors, whatever you do. If you take pride in your job, then you will be successful, and you will make a lot of people happy. But if you're just in a job, I don't care if it's alderman or mayor, you got to take pride, and that goes to Mayor Johnson, whomever. You got to take pride in what you do, and that you're there to serve. You're not there to serve yourself. Yeah, you're there to make money or whatever, and have a better life or whatever you want to call it. But you have to take pride in what you do. I mean, and a lot of people, young, old, or whatever, they don't take pride in their job anymore. They really don't care, and that's why we're in the situation where we are now. People, I got a title. I'm an older person, or I'm this, I'm that. They're more focused on that. When you're in jobs like that, you're there to serve the people. Now this thing with the rats and roaches or whatever. Sometimes if people have to, the bed bugs is one thing. I mean, anybody can get bed bugs. I don't care how clean you are, but a lot of these situations are caused by how people tend to live with their trash, how they throw trash all over the place and garbage, because that's how rats and stuff breed. It's a feeding source. So it has to be, I've worked in that field where you clean up behind people. I've done it for a very long time, and I'm telling you, if you don't take care of where you live and take pride where you live, and if you're going to feed rats and live a certain kind of way, that's going to happen. I don't care if they can come in and exterminate and do whatever, but the people that live there have to take a responsibility too.
But what about
that's just what I want to say?
The things that are being ignored, and when we talk about funding sources and ideas of money and resources and things like that, this is it's not about just that. It's a whole idea here of mismanagement.
Yes.
Yeah. So
it's a whole idea of mismanagement.
Right.
That's right. That goes to the pride thing. Mismanaging money. The city mismanages money as well.
Right.
Because government entities, federal, state, local, they mismanage money. But when you're like a private entity, then they really want to watch how the money is being spent. But when it's in a public entity, money's wasted all the time, every single day. But when somebody else, like if they get grants and stuff, they really want to scrutinize what you're doing with the money and watch every penny. But when it's the public sector, when they got responsibility with the money, they tend to mismanage money all the time.
I agree.
And I have to get on you a little bit about Donald Trump, and I've heard. I know you had Ron Johnson, and I think that Donald guy on there. To me, this is my opinion. I know you have your opinion. This is not a game, okay? Mm-hmm. This is some serious stuff that we're going through, and the stuff that Donald and Johnson was talking about, it's all about business. They're not talking about really helping the people. I mean, a private, businesses do, they have to be able to thrive and everything. But as far as them helping the people, you better have some long bootstraps. If you let them get in control, you think it's bad now? It's really going to be bad.
So I got people calling me every day, it's bad now. It's bad
but
now.
It's going to be worse.
Well, that's fear mongering. I call that fear mongering.
That's the truth.
Hold on. Listen to me. I deal with it all. I do a lot, so you can't. That's not a lot of that talk ain't gonna work on me. What I'm gonna tell you is that if we don't, as a people, rise up to get things done, it doesn't matter who's in control, and we have to reclaim the power, and that's what I'm about. So it doesn't matter what's in front of us; it's what we're doing individually. Because if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot. And many times we see people, they don't believe that they have the power. And if change is really going to come, it's going to come when we say, hey, we're going to work together to better our future and make progress as a people. And we got to hold them accountable to be servants. We have to hold people accountable to be servants. But as long as we're divided,
that's what I'm saying.
As long as we've been fear-mongered too, as long as we don't start going in these rooms, because I'm going to go talk to the Republicans, I'm going to go talk to the Democrats, I'm going to go talk to anybody that I feel that we can get progress to better our community, because I'm an advocate. I don't care. I'm going to put something in front of you to make some real change.
I'm going to go after that. I just want to ask you one quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So, when Trump was in office, it was supposed to be the so-called, which I didn't believe personally, the lowest black unemployment rate in the history of the universe. Now he's only been out of office for how many years? Now it's all bad. All of a sudden, everything is bad. But he hasn't been out of office really that long. We're talking about 4 years. It was the greatest unemployment for blacks and all this. And all of a sudden, it's the worst, and everything is bad now because he's out of office. Now that's fear mongering right there.
You
don't vote for me. It's going to be bloodshed and all that. What does that mean?
Well, I don't know, because these are sound bites that they clip, and we don't get the whole.
No, that's
context.
what he said. He said that. He said that.
Hold on, listen. All I'm saying is I'm voting for Trump. And everybody know that. The streets is voting for Trump. That's what's happening.
Go ahead.
And so what I'm saying
is, not a game.
So what I'm telling you is this: as long as I'm an advocate and I take matters into my own hands, I don't have to depend on people to do certain things. We have to do it. And until we as a black community take ownership of each other and understanding the games that we've been duped into and the logics that keep us away from actually working together to actually make a difference with each other. Until we resolve that, it doesn't matter what takes place.
Okay. I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna vote for him, and I didn't vote for him the last time. So, but like I said, this is not a game. this is life and it's serious, like Miss Brown was saying. This is serious. Things are serious in this life. So if you get in there, we're going to see. Then, then I'll call back
but when we get in there, when we get in there, G, you know what I want you to do is start coming to some of the call to actions that we're doing for the elders. Start coming to the call to actions that we're doing for our community. That's how I'll measure you and everybody else around me.
I'm an elder myself, so hey, I hear you. So hey, I'm gonna hang up and let somebody else get in. So thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
G, for calling in. I appreciate that. We got time for another call, Jason Smith. Winky Blue, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, good afternoon, sir. Hey, listen, I heard the elder call in, and I respect all elders. But listen, you are right about the old ideology. See, that stuff is passed down. It's like a generational curse. So the lower caller called in, and he was saying, hey, man, but you're talking about the older ideas. It could be a young person. But that young person has adapted and has adapted to that idea and has adopted the ideology. Okay, the full ideology of going forward with the old guard has done. See, Willie Hines has been a pain in our butt for a while. Why do you think that we don't have one black man that got a corner store on this north side that got a beer license? Now, one corner store owned by one black man got that liquor license. You understand? Because Willie Hines got in with that narrative of saturation. He started pushing that move, that conversation, whatever it is. It could be hair braiding. It could be anything. Saturated. But I'm concerned that we were able to give all of our economy away to foreigners that come into this country, take our economy, the stuff that we buy, why we can't sell it to ourselves, whether it's good or bad. Willie Hines jumped in there. So I got behind Willie Hines' butt. And I tried everything I could for years. And then just one day, he woke up. They uncovered something, I believe, on him because he just got out the business too quick. It was probably ultimatum that you got to resign, sir, or this investigation might take you somewhere where you don't want to go. So it's best to get up out of it. Then they moved him over there to the doggone housing. Him and Roberts, what's his name? Roberts over there too. Roberts is all right, but then he's been a pest too. He's bad too. And so I hope they find something and get Willie Hines once and for all. God gonna get you, Willie. God gonna get you, Willie. All your plan, you got to call Daryl over there to lay hands on you because you know you've been out of pocket for your people.
Yeah.
For your people, Willie. God gonna get you, boy. I gotta go, man.
Oh wow. All right, Winky. Thank you for tapping in. Oh wow. White Widow. You're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Afternoon. I'll see you down there at City Hall. As far as what's going on, years ago, the billionaire developers in the United States used to say, when the streets run with blood, it's time to buy real estate. And that's what's happened. I told you about Tim. He owns a big HUD house on East North Avenue. That's one of 399 buildings and dwellings that he owns. And me, I pay cash. I'm looking for a 2-bedroom. I want to go to the north side. I go to 59th and Clark. The guy says, are you on Section 8? I said, no. I go up there. The place is dirty. But anyways, it's something to work with. I said, hey, what I can't clean, I'm going to encapsulate with pink. I'll put in the labor because I liked it. Sat down. The guy said, yeah, $1,200. I said, cool. He said, water. I said, what? Water. How much is that? $400 every 3 months. What? Yeah, and heat. Well, you got high ceilings here. You know why they're doing that? He's part of the developer groups. And why? They're acing me out, cash cow, because Section 8 will pay that. No, as a consumer, I'm not giving you $1,200, $150 a month for water. It's unheard of to charge people for water. So, yeah, that's what's happening now. That's what the eye care companies, those people that, strong arm our elderly and disabled and say, hey, if you want your benefits, sign up with these companies. Eye care, community care. I told you about Smiley, what they dumped him into. So, hey, These proprietors know that they have a captured audience. They have disabled, they have Section 8, and these people cannot complain. They exasperate the rents and such, so me, middle class, retired, I can't afford $1,500 on 59th and Clark for a two-bedroom. Are they high?
Wow.
So, yeah, that's what's going on. That's my story. I'll see you guys down there. And the moral of the story is that with this MPS, you know, my kid, they profiled my kid from Bayview. What? I don't know. I have to count the years, 20 years ago, and showed Bayview MPS. My kid's 40. Showed MPS 2020 came here, and then showed Brookfield. And let's not forget, you know, I'm going to harp on that school, my story bit, until the cows come home. Someone look at the demographic. Is this another specialty school where all the kids from Brookfield, Elm Grove, White Folks Bay come into that school? Because that's what's happening. Our court system, MP at Milwaukee County Courthouse, shit, we're taking in West Dallas and Greenfield. Those people don't have to have their courthouses.
Hey. Well, I'm a giveaway. I think I'm going to do some giveaways right now. It's been a long show. It's been a powerful conversation. Now it's time. Milwaukee's biggest party on the lake starts next week. And guess what? The award-winning 1017 The Truth has the hookup for you. Now it's your chance to get a 2-pack or Summerfest tickets and a pair of wristbands to see Key Glock and Big X The Plug live at Summerfest. Call 833-212-1017. Be caller number 7 right now to win these tickets and wristbands. Once again, we're giving out a 2-pack or Summerfest tickets and a pair of wristbands to see Key Glock and Big X the Plug live at Summerfest. 833-212-1017. Be caller number 7 right now, and you will win these tickets and wristbands. When we come back, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Nope. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Tory Lowe with his truth.
Have you ever heard of the saying, health is wealth? Or eat your food as medicine before you have to take your medicine like it's food? Well, I'm maturing in age and I'm starting to realize what it means to truly value my health. Lately, I've been paying attention to what I'm putting in my body by making changes to my diet and adding exercise to my daily routine. Look, I love to eat, and I have not always been conscious of reading the labels. My motto used to be, if it tastes good, it's all good. Now my motto is eat better, get stronger, and live longer. The truth is, it's important to make positive adjustments that will increase your health long term. I might not be a guru on nutrition, but I do know you are what you eat. And even if you decide to eat better, you still have to watch out for processed foods, PFAs, GMOs, and other man-made chemicals that could negatively impact your health. So remember to detox your body as often as you can. There are many ways to go about this, so do your research and check with your doctor if you have pre-existing conditions. At the end of the day, it's your life, your health, and we have to make sure we're taking time to do the proper maintenance on ourselves. Also, make sure you choose a diet an exercise routine that works for you. I'm excited about this new journey that I'm on to properly take care of my body, and I hope I can encourage you to get excited about your health as well. Eat better, get stronger, live longer. Now start eating powerful.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 101.7 The Truth. Listen to the Tory Lowe Show weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Leland Richards has nearly 30 years of experience as a private credit investor. He's worked at firms like GE Capital, Churchill Asset Management, and most recently, Adams Street Partners. As a person of color, he's passionate about sharing some of the things he's learned that made him successful. One bit of advice he gives young people: be really good at networking.
And I know sometimes you kind of feel out of your comfort zone when you're sitting there and engaging in these kind of meetings. Let's grab coffee, let's grab lunch. However it may be in today's time, it may even just be a Zoom call. But once you start doing it, it just becomes part of who you are, and you kind of know where you want, what type of questions you want to ask, and where you'd like the conversation to go. And then occasionally, sometimes you get surprised with things.
Having the confidence to meet up with strangers can be hard, but if you do it, it can set you up for a lot of opportunities. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, we got a good thing. Don't know if I'ma see you again, but is that a good thing? 'Cause girl, I can't be your man. No man, I know what's on your brain. You probably hope it never would end. Like, is it the real thing, or is it just a one night stand? Well then, let me see you get high and go low.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Jason Smith on the 1 and 2's Elizabeth Brown in studio. We're excited to be back celebrating the 53rd annual Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee. Make sure you join us Wednesday, June 19th, as we broadcast live from Juneteenth. The Juneteenth celebration will be broadcasting live from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Stop by our table to play games, win some Truth swag, and say what's up to your favorite Truth teammates. 101.7 The Truth celebration of Juneteenth is presented by our founding partners, American Family Insurance, Group of Law Offices, Associated Bank, and sponsored by Taybeck Law, Molson Coors, and Educators Credit Union. Also, Truth Nation, our first Beyond the Mic happy hour mixer was a success. That's why we're going to run it back. Join the Truth team Tuesday, June 25th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Scene One Restaurant and Lounge located at 5526 West North Avenue in Milwaukee. Indulge in delicious cocktails, great conversations, and unforgettable moments with all our Truth members from Truth Nation. Plus, from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., your first drink is on our great partners at PWD Computers. Do not miss out on all the fun. Join us for Beyond the Mic with Sherwin Hughes on Tuesday, June 25th. From 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Scene One Restaurant and Lounge, sponsored by PWD Computers. PWD Computers, they keep you connected. Visit them today at PWD Computers on Facebook. Hey, Elizabeth Brown, another powerful conversation.
Yeah.
And once again, you know, I always tell people, to me, I'm about that action. So I like more active ideas. Action speak louder than words. And so when we talk on the air, I think that we have to be real with ourselves.
We do.
And many times when they talk to our community, they don't come from a standpoint of what they have accomplished in a result space.
Correct.
It's always a fear mongering. Yep. And this is why I say, I'm out here. I know what's going on. I get to see what's going on. I get to see everything.
Yes.
I'm going to talk to everybody, Democrats, Republicans, whoever can help us make progress with the people standing behind it firmly. Right. Because if the people are not standing in unison, then you're going to get in trouble no matter who's around. We have to stand in unison. Yeah. We have to start showing up and showing out.
Yes.
We have to make sure that we're not participating in ideas that are not result-based.
Correct.
And that's the adjustment we got to make.
We got to make that, yeah, being active. And the reality of that is, again, like you stated, you know, a lot of these individuals, we can sit and say all day the woulda, shoulda, couldas, or what if. The reality of it is we went the long way to get here. The reality of it is that we believed in what our elders said. We voted democratically all the way down, and we're in the worst position we've ever been in. It's time to open our minds and go to doing things. Like I said, we've been trained, indoctrinated to not think for ourselves.
Exactly.
You know, when it comes to the schooling, they teach us what to think and not how to think. And now we're in a time and a place where we need to be thinking all the time, because again, these individuals in SDC, the NPS, all of the failures that is, these are the individuals that we were told to believe in, that we were told to vote this way and secure the bag, and we're the worst place to raise a black child, the worst place to be black, mass incarceration. When we're talking about health care, babies, black women dying and giving birth to their children, we're talking about mass lead poisoning. Again, we're in the worst.
Right.
This is the bottom.
Right.
And we voted. And now we're on the bottom. So right now it's time for you to open your mind. Change your mind, change your life. Because the reality is, everybody else that we looking at in the Mexican community, in the Asian community, all of these families are families. It's a man, it's a woman, it's a child. They're not living with bed bugs. Their township is not being mismanaged because they're making sure that the people that's supposed to work is doing the damn work. In reality, we have to change our minds and stand up and understand that we the people, so we have the power. And the boogeyman ideology don't work no more, especially on this generation, because we seen the boogeyman. We know who you are. We see you. And you the one who said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Hey.
And we voted for you. And we still have nothing to show for it.
Hey, look, it was a question that I wanted to ask the Biden administration. Would they ever apologize to black people for saying that?
Come on, man.
In front of America.
Come on.
Put us out there on Front Street. And then this time around, they don't have any tangible outcomes specifically for black after saying something specifically to us.
All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I'm about reparations in the form of cash. Okay?
Hey.
At the end of the day, we built this country, and we don't have anything to show for it. Everything we've ever done benefited everybody else. At the end of the day, like Tory's been stating since the duration of the show, it's us. It's our action. It's our energy. And these are the same people who told us that we wasn't voting. But now it's so important that we vote. Now it's back on the same black man's back who they said didn't care about their kids, which is the biggest lie that was ever told. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't tell you that when they pushing the abortion, the right to a woman's body, but also telling a woman that a man can come in the woman's bathroom and they don't care about how we feel because he feel like he's a woman. Like, we really got to go to thinking, because none of this stuff adds up. When you're saying care about the woman should have a choice to choose. At the end of the day, a woman should be comfortable in the bathroom of women, not men feeling like they women. You know what I'm saying? We got to make it make sense.
All I'm saying is, when we talk
keep
about,
your mind open.
Like, it's the same thing when the shot came out.
Facts. The same people.
Come on. To each his own.
Come on.
To each his own. But at the end of the day, we're going to be measured on what we're able to do for our future, for our community. And voting is not going to completely really change that, no matter what's going on up top.
That comes behind
and I hope that I can be an example of what the work looks like.
Yes.
Because regardless of how you vote, you still got to walk outside and participate and actually make some real change in front of your front door.
Correct.
And when it comes to the schooling, when we talk about what's going on with NPS, that's a large black children. A lot of black children are in the public school system. And it's up for change right now.
Yes.
No matter what you call in and say, are you getting out here, getting active? Are you contributing to the change?
Facts.
2, the housing. These are elders.
And disability.
These are our elders. So how are you an elder and you ain't calling in upset with what's going on with your constituents and you're not trying to push for change in that space? Can't no vote change that.
No, we got to.
We have to get involved. We have to do the checks and balances. We have to make sure that the pressure is in these spaces. So regardless of what decision you make the decision to get active and be about that action for the people and the betterment of your community. And if you can do that, we'll be all right. I don't care. I don't care what choices you make. I'm not going to argue about who you're trying to vote for because I can't count anything tangible no matter who was in office.
I still got to do the work.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, but only thing we can do is measure what we're doing when we're living on a day-to-day basis and how that looks for our youth. And we're talking about ideas that are our children
future.
And the elders.
Correct.
So now we can see where we're going to end up in the next couple of years when we need those resources.
Yes.
And now the youth are discombobulated. And they have issues right now.
Who's supposed to be the next leaders?
We are supposed to be involved. This is our generation turn.
It's our time.
And we cannot look no longer to the right or the left for people to resolve our issues.
Facts.
Hey, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today as usual.
Let's do it.
Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win. And how many games? 6.
It became the culture.
Chance the Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture. The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here and will continue to be here for as long as you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Are you tired of renting and giving money to a landlord? Come to the June 15th event at North Division High School from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. where you can speak to Axe Housing coaches about home ownership, listen to keynote speakers, and meet their banking partners. Get started by going to axehousing.org and clicking on virtual orientation. You can also register for the event there too. Visit axehousing.org today to register. That's axehousing.org.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at WIPGA.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm on it.
10 alcohol. Mike Wilmer. I got some damn that can call. What's that? I don't know what I would do without y'all. I'm a ball to the day I fall.
Yeah, long as my love me. I can give a by no hate as long as
Truth Nation. Violence is a problem that affects us all. Together we can make a difference. The award-winning 1017 The Truth wants to ignite positive change in the community and bring awareness to the senseless violence occurring in our community. I want you to join me Saturday, July 20th, as we walk from Victory Over Violence Park down MLK Drive right to our studios at the 3rd Street Market Hall. Over the next month, I'll be speaking to community leaders about how we can better provide resources and work together as a community to rise up against the violence. If you want to join the fight to stop violence, go to 1017thetruth.com right now and sign up for our Walk Against Violence on Saturday, July 20th. We need 1,000 people out there to stand against violence, and bring your family members so we can stand strong in solidarity and actually educate too, because we want to make sure that everybody know that as people, as human beings, we got to fight against anything that's creating victims.
Yes. You know, and that's in the physicality and spirituality. I mean, you name it. What we see is only the tip of what's really going on behind scenes. So use your discernment. Truth Nation, the goal is, it's not about the way you vote, the way I vote, the way we vote. It's truly about who you are, the work that you're putting in, and it's about the facts and not your feelings.
Right.
You know, it's time for you to think. All we're telling you to do is to think for yourself. Don't be misled by mass media. Do your research. Get informed.
Right.
Know what it is that you're doing. When you get active, the way you look at things is going to be total opposite. But if you're just sitting on the couch allowing somebody to tell you what something is, or don't like this person because of that, at the end of the day,
that's how I know you're a bot.
As an adult, you know, again, you have to make sure that you understand what your plan is for you and your people. The reality of that is, all we saying is get active. Every day you get a chance and a choice. Choose wisely is all we saying. You know, it ain't about nothing else.
And I'll say this, Elizabeth Brown. If we're not being active and about that action and in our communities, it doesn't matter how you vote.
Yes.
Because you still have an active agent, which is called you.
Facts.
That needs to participate and not be misled, not be doing ideas and using ideas that are not benefiting your neighborhoods.
Correct.
We have to do things that benefit our community, and there's nothing wrong with that, because we've done everything else for everybody else.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, this time I'm going to work on making sure that the public school system is gutted out for the betterment of my children, the black children.
Correct.
I'm going to make sure that the housing issues are resolved, because they're affecting so many of our elders.
Yes.
These are things and concepts that we need to focus on, because at the end of the day, no matter who wins in November,
we still got to work.
We still got to put in work.
We still got to work.
And if you're not putting in work,
facts,
you part of the problem.
Because at the end
that's
of the day,
the real problem.
We're being quadruple taxed. Because like I said, you know, not only are we paying, you know, more in food, more in our property taxes, we paying more in insurance because we living in the hood. We paying more. We have to pay to park in front of our house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
We have to buy a parking permit to park in front of our house. So at the end of the day, know what you need to do individually. It's not about nobody else. We're not trying to tell you what to do or how to do it. All we telling you is keep your mind open, do your research,
get your mind right,
and don't get misled. Because we in the worst place to raise a black child, and the worst place to be black.
And they can spot a bot. They know you a bot when you want to take pictures with them. And the thing is, when I tell people you gotta be careful, because there's a game being played.
Yes.
And anybody that doesn't have a plan or agenda specifically will get used
like a pawn.
Exactly. And there's more pawns on the chessboard than a king and queen and a rook and a bishop and other things like this. More pawns in the front, right?
You're getting sacrificed.
So I understand the trolls that come and try to come at me because they're pushing an agenda.
They paid.
I understand that when people start talk a certain way, that they're
scared.
They're informed to do an agenda that they clearly either know or don't know that's not going to benefit their neighborhood.
Yes.
I benefit my neighborhood every day I wake up.
That part.
So I don't care what nobody talking about. You know, what we got to do is be about that action.
All facts.
And if I see you out here being a part of that action, salute.
Hey.
To all my brothers and sisters on the front line, we got work to do as usual.
All facts. Press release today for the recall on the school board, 5:30 on 200 East Wells Street, and tomorrow night is for about the referendum, and that's at the school board, and we want to be there early, so 4:30 to 5 o'clock at the school board. And we showing up, we showing out, we about that action. It's our time. We the people, we got the power.
Hey, look, I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual, Elizabeth Brown. And as usual, we got a lot of work to do.
Let's get it.
All right, Jason Smith, Truth Nation social media sensation on the 1 and 2s today. DJ Brother Z out on assignment.
All right, T-Lowe. All right, Queen.
Let's get it. Let's do it.
All right, Truth Nation. I'm going to tell you right now, don't matter what decision you decide to do, make the decision that you get out here and get active on these streets. That's where it all ends up, right there in the hands of the people.
Come on.
Don't get no high blood pressure because Tory Lowe gonna vote the way I want to vote.
Go to work.
Just like you took the shot.
Hey,
ain't nobody told you not to take it.
Hey, that's your choice.
Hey, it was your choice.
Hey,
but it don't matter if you took the shot or who you vote for. I'm urging you to get out here in these streets and get active and be about that action. Hey. All right. Dr. Ken Harris up next. Be safe. Talk to you tomorrow.
Today's Community Spotlight on the award-winning 1017 The Truth is brought to you by Centers for Independence, and now I am excited to be joined by Heidi